Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Saturday. Welcome back to our next edition of the Resident Evil franchise Deathless run over here. I'm thrilled to be back, and I am excited to take on the second half of the original Resident Evil game. So we are, if you haven't been around, what we're doing is we are picking a game at random, and then we're trying to beat all 8 numbered Resident Evil games without dying. Hey, hello, Cam King. What's up? Welcome. How's it going? And so far, so we just, of course, we had to start a new run. We did take a death, and we are currently working through the back half of Resident Evil 1. We did the first half in the last stream, got all the way through it without dying. But if you've played Resident Evil, you know that the second half definitely ratchets up the difficulty, and that's where we stopped. So it's going to get spicy from here on in. There are a number of monsters that are loose in the mansion. I'll do a plot recap in a bit. There's a number of monsters loose in that mansion who can one-shot us now. So we're going to have to be very careful with where we explore, what we're armed with, because literally I could go into a room that I haven't cleared and just get wiped if I'm not careful. And so that could wipe out everything we did yesterday and everything we're going to do today up until that point. So stakes should not be higher, but hopefully that means we're going to finish up with the first game of this particular run and then pick the next one here later. Lil Camden King says, you're doing great. Got off work earlier today too. Now you're relaxing playing some video games. Nice. What are you playing? I need to get back to, I started a run of Ghost of Tsushima, and then I've been working on a new video script. And I've been working on that for the last couple of weeks or so, and that has unfortunately held me up from going back to it. So I need to get back to trying it. I have the script for the new video is with, if you've been watching my main channel, you know that I have a friend who reads all my scripts before we start. She has it now. So if you see me kind of eyeballing my phone a little bit today, my phone is right down here. I'm just waiting to see if she gets a chance to read it and what she thinks of it, because I think it's pretty good. It's definitely the longest one that I've written so far. It'll be, if we make this, it'll probably be a little bit shorter than the BioShock Infinite video, which is about an hour and a half. So it's going to be a big one. But I think the topic definitely deserves it. I don't want to say what it is just yet, but I think that it's something that definitely has a lot of nuance to it, and it requires us to, really thoroughly dissect kind of what that's about. So I want to make sure that that it's good, but I think it is. And so we'll find out. This will be the first person besides me to read it. So, we'll find out whether or not I actually did a good job. But I'm hoping I did. Let's see. On that note, it's been a pretty big news week in video games. Right now you're playing Black Myth Wukong. Oh, nice. I never did get a chance to play that. It looked cool. I keep hearing different things about whether or not Black Myth Wukong is a Souls-like. Some people say yes, some people say no. It's probably lower on my list. I want to definitely get through a couple of these first, but I would like to eventually check that one out. Okay, let's see. So, big news in video games. Steam and Itch have caved to pressure from Visa and MasterCard and have removed a number of games from sale off their service. That scares the hell out of me. Now, the games in particular were identified by a conservative group out of Australia that would like to see those games removed from sale. And so what they did was they pressured Visa and MasterCard. Now, here in the US, Visa and MasterCard, and all over the world, Visa and MasterCard are two of the biggest payment processors out there. So that means that if they stopped working with Steam and Itch, most of their customers would not be able to purchase games anymore. So they have a lot of power in terms of saying what anyone can sell using their network and what they can't. So this worries me for a couple of reasons. First of all, the games that were removed, I am not crying about losing access to those particular games. Those games contain fictional depictions of some harmful sexual activities. I don't even want to talk about it on the stream. Let's say it rhymes with Pinterest. Sorry, Pinterest. You didn't do anything to deserve that. That was just coincidence. You're good. But I would never play anything like that, and I don't particularly care about losing access to that. However, what I do think is important is this particular group has talked about other games too. And if you think, based on how successful they were in this first round, they're going to stop with just these games, boy, I wish I had your optimism. Because unfortunately, these always start, these kind of moral cleaning of house always start with the worst examples, right? Ones that nobody would publicly defend. And I'm not publicly defending these particular games. But then you boil the frog a little bit and you go more and more mainstream. For instance, two games they have particularly talked about were Detroit Become Human, which I know a lot of you enjoy, and Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, Grand Theft Auto 5 is one of the most popular video games ever made. However, it has a sequel coming out, doesn't it? Grand Theft Auto 6 will be, assuming that it releases on time, and that's a big if, will be out next year. What if Visa and MasterCard say, we're not going to offer our services to your platform if you offer Grand Theft Auto 6? That would be just a gigantic disruption between the customers that want to play this game and the studio that wants to sell you this game. All of a sudden, there will be an intermediary saying, well, you can't buy it because we're not going to let you. Now, there will be alternate options, and I'm sure that a lot of people would go and just, buy it through PayPal or something like that, assuming, of course, PayPal is down with this. But letting an intermediary company determine whether or not you can play a game is a frightening precedent. And so I'm going to be watching this one pretty closely, and I think that you should too, because if you do care about playing games that somebody might find objectionable, whether or not you do, but somebody out there might find objectionable, you should pay a lot of attention to how this develops, because I think this is going to have a pretty big impact on how we buy games, especially given how many games are bought via digital distribution now. So it'd be one thing if you could buy the game and then like a physical copy of the game and then always have access to it, then great. Okay, this really isn't much of a threat to you. But for a lot of people, that's not how they're going to buy this game. Especially on PC. I don't know if they're going to make a physical PC edition. Like, they might. It's Rockstar. I mean, like, they could afford to do it, but maybe they won't. And if they don't, then really we have to abide by whatever Visa and MasterCard wants. So I highly recommend you keep on top of this story, because I definitely will be. Hey, Emily, how are you? Happy Saturday. What's going on? Let's see. Besides that, other things to keep in mind. Let's see. I saw Outer Worlds 2 backed off of their threat to be the first $80 Xbox game. And I could see them doing this for a couple of reasons. First off, now I don't know how big Outer Worlds 2 is going to be. They've been talking about how it'll be bigger than the first game. But the first game was a little bit of a smaller scale project than one would expect from like a big Obsidian RPG. So if Outer Worlds 2 is similar to that, that's a hell of a game to start charging $80 for, you know? You got your tooth pulled on Thursday, so you're currently recovering. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, gosh, I hope you do better. Or I hope you feel better, I should say. Let's see. So, yeah, so they're dropping that back down to $70. I don't think Xbox has any business charging $80, given that, as we've talked about in a previous stream, that it sort of seems like they might be circling the drain. If I was Xbox, I sure as hell would feel some guilt about charging money for a system that might not be around for their customers in the future. Speaking of games that you can't play anymore. So, yeah, it's a wild time to be interested in video games, and I think that as these stories continue, to grow, as we see what Xbox is going to do the next generation, as we see whether or not Collective Shout, which is the organization that pressured Visa and MasterCard to remove those games, whether or not they continue to go after something new, I would not be surprised, considering their first effort went over very well. Because, unfortunately, Steam and itch probably really can't survive without Visa and MasterCard. And if Visa and MasterCard are willing to be the cudgel between game developers and their customers, that could get real interesting. So, all right, let's talk about Resident Evil and where we're at right now. So, of course, we're playing the remake of the original game. Let's see, Emily, you said doing pretty good. Minimal swelling and the pain from the cavity is gone. Only issue is if I try to use a straw or smoke and get a dry socket. Oh, God, yeah, don't do that. Let's see. So we are at the first half. We finished the first half of the game. We're probably a little more than that. I think we're like 60% done. So depending on when we actually finish up today, if we're able to finish it today, we'll probably start like another game as well. But if you've never played, this is the original game. So we're following Jill Valentine and Chris Redfield, who, of course, appear in multiple games throughout the franchise. And they are part of what's effectively a SWAT team in a Midwestern town called Raccoon City. And they were called out to investigate a series of disappearances. They sent out their B team to go look into it. B team never came back. So they sent the A team out there to go look for them. Have found a giant compound out in the middle of the forest that seems to have something to do with a pharmaceutical company. They don't entirely know what it is. And everybody, all of the people who are living there have been turned into zombies. There have been other just mutated monsters running around. And so they are trying to figure out what happened, trying to figure out where their missing compatriots are, and to see if they are able to get out of this situation alive. So we finished, let's see, after we had to collect the last mansion key, which we did, and return to the mansion, which is where we are now. However, since then, there have been a team of hunters, these mutated creatures that they built, which have taken over the house. Those creatures, if I'm not careful, can immediately slice my head off and kill this run. So there is a decent chance I get insta-killed today. I hope not. I certainly hope not, but it is possible. It's real possible, so we got to watch out for that. All right. I think we're about ready. So let's see. Let me go get our friends on here. So we're going to get YouTube Shorts and TikTok up and running. There we go. Okay. I'm going to refresh TikTok and make sure it's showing up. And if it does, then we're good. And I'm there and we're all set and everything's going great. And it's going to stay that way when I jump over here. And I'm just manifesting good things. This is what I'm learning about. Trying to make sure that I am carefully, optimistically hoping for good things to happen. All right, cool. Ooh, wait a minute. Is that... Let me see. Okay, all right. I thought I heard it coming from another source, but I think we are good for now. Let's see. Let me play this and make sure that it comes through. I feel like, is that coming through my external speaker? We'll hear it in a moment because I'm going to be in the save room, so we'll hear the theme. That is totally coming from the wrong place. Let's fix that. Okay, I just fixed the source, but now I'm not hearing it. Fantastic! See, this is the problem with me assuming that things are going to go well. All right, let's see. Let me do... There we go. Okay, I can hear it. I just want to make sure you guys can hear it. Should be able to. Yes. All right. I think we're good. Should be hearing the Resident Evil save room theme right now. This is Jill Valentine, or this is Jill Valentine from behind. I'll flip her around in a second. Sounds good. Excellent. Thank you, Emily. Cool. All right. Got my chats up. This is Jill Valentine. She is a member of the STARS unit, basically a SWAT team. And let's see. She is now armed with a grenade launcher, which is going to make my life a lot easier. I can't remember if the Crimson Heads are still around. And this here, Crimson Heads are the zombies that we have taken out, but we didn't burn. And if their heads didn't pop, then they have a chance of coming back as meaner. Now, luckily, I have a couple of things here, like, for instance, these acid rounds. These acid rounds are doing an excellent job of keeping these things at bay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a little bit of inventory management. We don't need these anymore. Let's go ahead and pop that there. And I just want to see, okay, we have a red herb. Got mixed green herbs. I only want to have no more than 2 heals, maybe not even that. I don't think we need the flame rounds either. We're going to keep an eye on, let's see, ooh, we have green and a red herb. I'm going to take those and mix them. And then I'm going to remove this one because we'll have another one here in a second. This is the helmet key. This is the final key that we have not received yet. So there's a couple of doors we were not able to open up, and now we can. And let's see here. All right, I think that's not a bad place to be. All right, let's do that. Now we will have some open inventory slots for what we're going to pick up here. All right, I'm going to keep this. This is the grenade launcher with acid rounds. These are very good against hunters. So we found these can one-shot the hunters. And I want to make sure that we're still able to do that. All right, so this is the map. Now, anything that is kind of tan is something that we have picked up everything in there. So whatever is there for us to do, we've already done it. If it's that kind of like burnt orange color, then that means there's something here that we haven't done yet that we'll need to. Now, that could be just a healing item we haven't picked up yet. Possible. Or it could be something much more important. Also, anything that is blank means we haven't been in there yet. So there's a couple of these we have not been in yet. So what I'm going to do first is look for anything with red doors. And I'm going to be over on the right-hand side at the second floor. There, we're going to go up the stairs, and then we're going to go over to one of these locked doors, and we'll be able to open that now that we have the helmet key. So let's get out here. I believe I've taken out any of the hunters that are here. And as long as that remains the same, we should be okay. But I'm going to be very aware, or I'm certainly going to try to be, because there are hunters out and about. We don't get a lot of warning before they appear. Now, I think we've done everything in here. Yes, there's a few other little health pickups, but, like, I think there's ink ribbons, which we don't need. I got plenty of ink ribbons. Plus, like, we're not going to do much saving in this run. There is an achievement you could get for finishing this game without saving, and I've never actually been able to do it just because I haven't sat down and beat the game in one setting. Use the mansion key. There we go. So this is a room we have not accessed yet. I don't remember what's in here either. Let's see. Oh, it's this place. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, oh, good. So we have a room with some sliding walls. Those walls will eventually flatten whatever's in between them. And I believe stop. I think I will have to trigger them in order to retract them a little bit here. I think it's this button I want to say that's going to accomplish that. So, let's see. Okay, there's a switch here, press it. Yes, and I think that's going to bring that back, and I should have enough time. This section always makes me a little bit nervous, mostly because of the swapping camera angles. So you're never entirely sure if you can trust what you're seeing, you know? Okay. Now, it's going to immediately trigger again. So what we're going to have to do is push this statue. I can go ahead and start it. I don't know that I'm going to make it in time, but it's okay if I don't. And we're going to... Okay, so we'll get it in place there. And then after we trigger this properly, we'll be able to push that statue out. And then we'll use that to be able to avoid getting crushed. Hey, Terry. Am I echoing? Good question. Am I echoing? Thanks, Neil. If I am echoing, I think... Let's see. Let me see. If I am, I think I might know why. I think it might be a TikTok issue. Let's see. Okay. I'm looking at... I've got my microphone. And yep, I'm totally echoing. And I just... Okay, that should have fixed it, what I just did, Terry. Let me know if it did or not. I think I had two microphones on at the same time. And I think I know what it was. So if that did not fix it, please let me know. But I think I'm good. Sorry, I didn't actually do the thing I was going to try to do because I was busy fixing that. Voice mod is always a little weird, a little bit of an odd thing to manage. And I've actually never really used voice mod on stream. I have it, but for some reason the configuration can be a bit of an issue. So, as we're doing this, we'll be okay because that statue cannot be crushed by these walls. So as long as this statue is in place, and I'm going to be very careful not to slide it into that little divot there. Okay. I want to get it close without actually pushing it in, because if I push that statue into where it is supposed to be, then I can get crushed, and that can be a problem. All right, let's see. Also, Terry, I thought of you because I'm going to go to tomorrow I'm going to a Green Day burlesque event. No idea how that's going to work, but we'll find out. All right. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do, I believe I can I pull this out of here? I don't think that I can pull. Interesting. Okay. You're going to compliment me soon? Oh, I appreciate that. Terry, you can still hear multiple voices. Okay. Huh. Let me see what's going on there. So far, only TikTok has mentioned that. Let's see here. So I'm just looking at... Okay, I see. Now that mic is now done. So far, I'm looking at what's happening here, and it should be... Okay, so M, you say it's good for you. Okay, so if it's good for other folks on TikTok, Terry, it might be something going on your side. So, sorry about that. I'm looking at what I think caused it, and it should be good now. All right. Now let's move this a little bit further. Oh, that's right. So we got to get it over on the side here. So what's going to happen is, let's see, I'm going to push this out. Now what's going to happen is it's going to get pushed back to the center when these walls come in, but it won't kill me. Get out of here just in case. Yeah, Terry, it should be fun. I don't know. There's not many of Green Day's songs that I think would necessarily go well with burlesque, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm open to being wrong. That sounds like a fun way to be wrong, doesn't it? All right. Now then, I believe if we can get it onto this plate before the wall gets there, I believe that'll stop this. Yes, okay, cool. All right, now we're set. And we can open up this section to reveal... What are you? You are another battery pack. Okay, so these are some defense weapons if we get grabbed. Now, I don't know if they work on hunters. And then we have a hole. There's a hole at your feet. You can't see very far into it, though. Go down. What is this, Silent Hill 2? Well, apparently, we're going to do it. All right, we have a book. Eagle of South, Wolf of North. Will I take the last book, Volume 1? How do you have a last book, Volume 1? Wouldn't the last book just be the last book? You can't have a last book, Volume 2. And there's the medal in here, of course. Medal of Eagle. This is something we're going to use to get into... Found inside the thing. Is there a way to use it? This is what we'll use to get into one of the final areas in the game. And we have a journal. November 29th, 1967. I can't get out. I have tried every way possible to escape, but only to be faced with the reality that I'm trapped. I've been everywhere. The laboratory with the large glass. Wrestling enthusiast. Thanks for following on TikTok. Let's see. The laboratory with the large glass tubes filled with formaldehyde and those dark, wet, eerie caves. What can I do? At first, I didn't want to believe my eyes. But that familiar high-heeled shoe in the corner, it was like reflex. One name came to my mind. Jessica. I don't want to believe they share the same fate as me. No, I can't give up hope. I have to hope they're alive. I haven't had anything to eat or drink for the last few days. It seems like I'm going crazy. Wrestling enthusiast, what Resident Evil is this? Is GameCube or the PS4? Actually, neither. I'm playing on Steam. So this is the PC version. Why is this happening to me? Why do I have to die like this? I was too obsessed with designing this ghastly mansion. I should have known better. So this would be Lisa Trevor's father. It was a dark and damp underground tunnel and another dead end. Even in the darkness, something caught my eye. Carefully, I lit my last match to see what it was. A grave. But with deeply engraved in the stone was my name, George Trevor. At that instant, it all became clear to me. Those bastards knew from the beginning that I'd die here, and I fell right into their trap. But it's too late now. I'm losing it. Everything's becoming so far away. Jessica, Lisa, forgive me. Because of my ego, I got you both involved in this whole damn conspiracy. Forgive me. May God justify my death in exchange for your safety. George Trevor. Okay. Name is carved into the small gravestone. George Trevor. There's a switch. Will I press it? Sure. Yeah, let's just go down into that grave. Surely nothing will go wrong. Pay no heed. There we go. Oh, yes, this part. All right, so here's where we are. There is a number of spiders here. I'm trying to think if the Magnum or the acid rounds are better for this. We'll try it. Yeah, like this guy. Does that kill you? No. It doesn't. Am I poisoned? I'm poisoned. God dang, I did not bring a blue herb. Okay. All right, so we're going to have to move fast enough to stay alive here. I think there might be a blue herb. This is not the way out. No, those are shotgun shells. I did not bring my shotgun either. Need a blue herb. Find that. Oh, we have a map. Map of the mansion B1. Take it. Sure. Not that it tells me much, but it tells me something. Got the map of the mansion B1. Okay. So the Magnum didn't do all that much. I am going to try to bring the acid rounds back and see if that improves things. Oh, excuse me. Do not. All right. Let's see. How am I doing? I'm on yellow now. So we're going to have to go find one of those blue herbs post-haste. I have some in the item box. I just have to get to an item box. And we have something is stomping around. Ha! There we go. Blue herb. Thank you very much for that. Absolutely, I will take it and use it. And take that red herb as well. Okay, I'm on caution. As long as it's just zombies, I feel okay with that. Really don't want to have to use... Well, really Magnum rounds or acid rounds, but I did not bring the pistol with me. Ooh. Take the dagger. Yes. So these will help me if I get grabbed by one of these zombies. Which is unlikely, given how armed I am right now. But possible. There's something over here I have not picked up yet. What are you? Ooh, that's not good. Looks like the power supply for the elevator. The main fuse is blown out. Switch over. Yes. Power supply appears to be functioning again. Okay, so now there is an elevator that's on the first floor, and we saw that it did not have power. So seemingly we should be able to access it. All right. Have we gotten... We have not gotten everything. It looks like there's a ammo clip that I can't carry right now. But other than that, I think we've gotten everything. So let's unlock the door and step into the kitchen. If you remember this, we're in the kitchen down at B1. And nothing we can do in the kitchen. There is the elevator is accessible from there. We are... I'm going to hold off on... Well, I think I am going to go, but I'm going to unlock the door. Okay, there's you. There's only one of them. I'm going to try to just get it on one side of the table. There we go. If you can just get a little closer to me, and I'm going to just flip around here. And don't you even worry about me. It's all going to be fine. Use the elevator. Yes. Now, this will eventually take me to the second floor. And if it takes me where I think it's going to take me, I can exit and go to an item box and offload some of this stuff. We'll also probably want to bring some blue herbs because this opens up the second snake fight. So we did not kill the snake last time. Now we're going to have to. All right, so let's look at this here. So that big open room just up ahead of us, that is where the snake is. Now, we're not going to be able to get in that door because it's going to be blocked. Ah! Get off of me. Good job, Phil. Now, that thing is not going to kill it. Good to know that there's a mixed herb there. But it is going to incapacitate it briefly. Just long enough that I should be able to slip on out of here. Okay. Now, this room, I think, does have some key items. We have some magnum bullets and some more acid rounds. Yes, please do that. But I can't carry them. Okay. I can get those. And then we have a battery. That battery, not that, this battery over here, is going to be what allows us to fix the elevator and access the underground area. So, we're going to be able to get that in a moment. We're going to have to go free up some inventory. Okay. Is there... Nothing here. All right, good. And I have now unlocked this door. So we're going to go unload some inventory and then come back. So let's see. What we'll have to do is leave this area and then go in the next door. I think there might be some crimson heads here. If we haven't gotten them yet, they're coming. I think I left one over here. I don't know if it's still here. I don't see it. So that's a good sign. Maybe they disappeared. Problem is, of course, they disappeared because there's hunters about. Okay, I think I cleared out everything here. But we have not been back since. How am I doing on health? Still on yellow, and that's okay. Hey, Gamora. I'm good. How are you? We are trying to get through the first Resident Evil Deathless. Part of our giant journey here to finish all 8 of the games without dying. And so far, so good. What's up with you? All right, we're going to stash this red herb, because those red herbs are excellent for making mixed herbs. Now, as you can see here, I have a whole bunch of healing items, so maybe I should not concern myself with such things. I think the Magnum's just not doing a whole heck of a lot. I think we get the shotgun for now. The shotgun's probably going to be better for... Yep, without dying. That is the plan. So far, so good. Okay. Do I need anything more than this? I don't think we need 2 heals for what we're doing right now. We'll take 2 heals before we go in and fight the snake. I think what I'm going to do is stash that. There was one thing where I got 2 green herbs mixed together. Yeah, you. And we'll just use that and clear my health. There we go. Okay. All right, back to it. So yeah, that's what I'm up to, Gamora daughter. How are you? What are you up to? All right. Here we go. All right, we're a little bit better equipped now. And we're going to take those acid rounds. We're going to take that battery. Pretty much get everything that we might need from this section before we go in and fight that snake. Snake's going to reward us with the wolf medal, which is the other thing we'll need to access the late game areas. All right. We go through here now that we've unlocked this door. There's at least one more zombie out here. We're going to have to come through back here eventually. Rollin Spartan, how's it going? Ah, all right. Well, I have so many defensive items. Just take it. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, thanks for the 1K on TikTok. Hi, Cowboy Fella.
Thank you for subscribing to the Kevolution.
Gavatron, thank you for your subscription. How the heck are you, Gavatron? Gavatron's going to be celebrating 500 followers on Twitch, so please congratulate Gavatron Gaming. He's also a great follow to have. Goodbye. Gavatron, if you can make that Streetlight Manifesto show, it was really good. I went to go see a band I really enjoy that's always very good live called Streetlight Manifesto. They were here in San Francisco last night. You'll never guess where I am. Where are you? I probably wouldn't. Are you donating blood platelets by any chance? Gavatron is a good human being and spends his weekends, many of his weekends, donating blood platelets. Yep, there you go. Doing it again. So thank you for doing that. All right. So we got everything we need here. I'm going to go back, stash the stuff in the inventory, and then we're going to use this. I think we may as well just go ahead and get the snake out of the way, because we're going to have to go fight the snake anyway. Oh my god, we're already at 2K on TikTok. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate everyone doing that. All right. Let's keep going. I'm going to go throw everything down here. You've seen Streetlight Manifesto many times. It'd be awesome to catch them live, but logistics are iffy. Fair enough. I know it doesn't always work out. That's okay. You know what's crazy? There could have been a crazy serial killer in the Cowboy Wild West era, but because of very little technology and law, we haven't found them yet. I mean, if you played Red Dead Redemption, particularly in 2, there's a serial killer. But yeah, I think that that was something, especially in the cities in like the 70s and 80s, that was the whole thing because forensic technology just really hadn't caught up with anything. So like you had access to a lot of people and very little ways for the police to identify you at the scene of a crime if nobody saw you. That is no longer the case. For good reason. But yes, it would probably have been much easier to be a serial killer before fingerprinting technology was a thing, or DNA testing. Not that I spend much time thinking about that, but I have to now. All right, let's take that. I think what we're going to do, let's see, let's get everything. I'm going to stash the shotgun again. Acid Burn 314, thanks for following on TikTok. And we're going to get that Magnum back out. Stash the shotgun shells. There we go. And we're going to get a first aid spray as well. Acid Pumpkins, thanks for following on TikTok. Don't know if there's any relation there. All right. Adri, what's up? How's it going? We just got started. You haven't missed too much. I am going to go fight a giant snake. How are you? I'm going to take all this. There is another room that we're going to bypass that we can now open up. Choke a person, run away, never get caught. I suppose that's true. I'm glad that's not a concern for me, considering, you know, I don't do the things that you're discussing. But for the people who do, it's good to know that they're not necessarily free to do that. Mr. Grimm, there you are again. Hey, oh my gosh. Adri, thank you for the what's up. You're role-playing as a serial killer in Red Dead 2. Oh, that sounds exciting. How's that going? All right. So we have here this eagle statue. Now let's go ahead and read the note here. Mail to the Chief of Security. Attention, Chief of Security, July 28th, 1998. This is present day. Adder, you've been good. You're packing. You're moving to another house. Oh, congratulations on the move. X day is drawn up on us. Execute the following procedures within 1 week. Prompt actions are demanded. 1. Lure stars to the estate and obtain BOW raw combat data against stars. So Jill is part of stars, the Special Tactics and Rescue Squad. And so it looks like this was all planned to see how well they would do against the Umbrella creations. So fun, you'll duel everything you imagine a smart serial killer would do in the Wild West era. Cool. Collect 2 embryos of each mutated specimens as samples, excluding the tyrant. Dispose of the tyrant. Ensure complete disposal of the Arclay laboratory, including all personnel and test animals. Disguise their deaths as an accident. When the above procedures are executed, report to headquarters for further instructions. Oh, they're going to kill you, buddy. You think they're going to go through all that trouble and then not take out the one person who could testify? I don't know. Oh my gosh, thank you for the 4K likes on TikTok, everyone. Thank you. All right, let's see. If for some reason you are unable to execute the procedure by the deadline, report immediately. In case of emergency situations, report directly to extension number 5691. Good luck, Umbrella Headquarters, Umbrella Incorporated. Your praise are mostly people riding out and camping in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I mean, that would work. So if we turn the lights off, here's what happens. As we can see that there is a light inside this buffalo statue, but if the eagle is looking at it, you will not be able to access it. So, there's also a red thing over here. Will I take the grenade shells? Sure, why not? But what I really need is over there. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to work my way around here and set up these to make sure that I can access these quickly. Okay, let's see that. Awesome. Now, get around the side here and do a little push action. Just get that right up on this buffalo trophy so that we can easily maneuver between the two. So what I want to do is... no, not that. Get around here and lock it in. Okay, good. Now, quickly go in here and grab this thing. Jewel sits in the eye. Will I take it out? Yes. I got the red gemstone. Sweet. All right. Now, I'm full up now. There is the other gemstone I'll have to go collect, but I will need to do that momentarily. All right. Let me go drop some stuff off. The red gemstone is... I will need that to open up a late-game item that I'll get shortly. All right, let's see. You lasted them while riding your horse. It's one of the good ways you enjoy. Cool. That sounds like a really fun way to play the game. I've never done it before. I've played it through twice, but I've only ever played it as Arthur in the game. Are you doing that online or in the single player? I feel like the only real way to do that is online. All right, let's see. We're going to take the red gemstone, pack it away. Take the grenade rounds. Do I want to keep the grenade rounds? Yeah, I think I do want them versus the magnum rounds. Let's go collect that. Now let's go back up and get that yellow gemstone because that is something I can access not far from here. There is a tiger statue that we got access to early on in the game. We put a blue gemstone in one of its eyes. If we take the yellow gemstone in here, we'll be able to put it in the other eye and get something else. That might be worth our while to do before the snake. We'll see. Okay, so I want it... Okay, now it did reset, unfortunately. Where I put everything. I really wish it didn't do that. It's fine. Let's push this up. All right. Now, when it locks in place, it gives us, like, a second or so. Where we have a head start towards getting over here. So this, obviously, we've done before. We don't need it. It is locked in place. I'm going to try to get over here quickly, and grab this yellow stone. Jewel says to me, I would like to take it out. Yes, I would. And now we got the yellow gemstone. Excellent. All right. Let's go put it in the tiger eye. While I'm thinking about it. I'm going... I don't remember if there's hunters. But again, if there are hunters, they can end the run. So let's be careful as we get into this section. Yep, there's one. Oh, okay. Whoa! Ow. Alright, so it didn't one-shot them. Do I want to heal on yellow? Yes, I do, just in case. Alright, it's dead now. Pretty sure. Make sure you stay down. Real glad I brought this thing. That could have gone real differently. Otherwise. Okay. I don't think there's anything in here I need. So we'll press on. Magnum is not as helpful as I thought it would be. Yeah, so it's over here and around this corner. And in this thing, there's a tiger statue. And it demands my yellow gemstone. And I will feed it. Now what? Give me something good. I got a disc. This is going to be very helpful in the final section of the game. We have to get to the underground lab first, and it's going to be a minute before we get there. So we'll go and stash this. Then I think we're going to go fight the snake. Just enough so that, we may as well just get it done and get it out of the way. And I'm just looking here to see if there any other unlocked doors. Zoltan! Hey! Thank you for the heart, me, Zoltan. I appreciate that. How's it going? Alrighty. Let's see here. Hey, Vibes Gold! We are just working our way through Resident Evil, trying to finish this game without dying. Acid Burn. Thank you for the heart, me, Acid Burn. Good to have you here. Alright, I think... Okay, over here... We're going to go in here and just drop off some of what we got. We don't need the Mo disc for a while. I think there's like 3 of them that we need while we're in the final section. So let's go ahead and pop that there. I'll take the Magnum rounds. Got enough acid rounds. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Just in case, I do want to keep as many of the acid rounds as I can because it does good work against the hunters. No way I can finish this franchise without dying. We'll see. We'll see. I've beaten several games already without dying. Now, of course, you got to do it all in one run, which is where the challenge lies. So we'll see. We're just starting a new run. We are still on the first game, but so far so good. We have not died yet. J Nice Dog, we're on a normal. You love this whole franchise. You're barely on 3 much. Oh, thank you, Alex. Are you on playing the original of 3 or the remake? Okay, so the actual way to go fight the snake is up here. Thank you, J Nice Dog. I appreciate that. Now, this is where we originally got the armor key, to where there's a trap that we had to disarm, which we did. And then there's a door in the back that we were not able to open up without the helmet key. Helmet key, of course, you don't get before you go and fight the giant plant. So it takes a while to get to here, but here we are. And I want to unlock as many of these doors as possible so that we can get rid of that helmet key in our inventory. This is the final key in the mansion. All right, so last time we were here, I'm just going to grab one of these green herbs just in case. You know what? I'll grab one more as well, because, I should have grabbed a blue. Oh, well, that's fine. We're not far from the item box, so if I do get poisoned, I should be okay. There he is. Hey, dude. Okay, now we're not going to fight him up here. I'm going to come down here. He's pretty easy to escape as long as you give yourself some room. Okay. Now, he does that. He rears up before he attacks. He's pretty easy to... Yeah, just like that. So we can wait till he comes back around. Give him a shoot. Okay, now he's going to try again. Wish you can play the OGs, but you got this. Best of luck. Thank you, Alex. I hope I do. So far, so good. Hopefully it stays that way. All right, now he's... I don't know. He's got some kind of a trail. Oh, he's up now. Oh, he mad. I mean, I'd be mad at me too right now. I get it. But hang on. Now that I've seen that, I want to make sure I have plenty of room. That can't be it. Is it? Nope. That's not it. I don't know what his range is right now. So let's assume that it's high. That's it. Now he's dead. And goodbye, sir. I would say it was nice knowing you, but I hate to lie. All right. Now then, I'm going to swap the acid rounds back in. Those grenade rounds were not all that bad. We are going to just go ahead and ditch one of these green herbs. It's fine. Because there's a medal we have to pick up in that second book. So when we went to find George Trevor's grave, we found a red copy of this book that had the eagle medal. And now we're going to look at this here, and we're going to get the wolf medal in this one. Boom. There it is. Medal of Wolf. Is there a special way to use it? There sure is. We just can't do it yet. All right. there anything more to do in here? No, we've done everything. And let's see. Knob is broken. It doesn't look like it'll open. Okay, so we're not going to be able to go through that door, which is fine. We can always just go through here and go back the way we came. Let's see. And we're going to just zip on through. All right. I'm trying to remember where the other doors are that are still locked. Let's take a look at the map. Okay, so 3rd floor. No. Let's see here. There is the elevator, which we could use to get up that section. There's, oh, yes, there's yes, there, okay, all right, there's a couple of spots. Lisa Trevor's one of the saddest characters in the franchise. Yeah, Lisa didn't ever mean to do anything wrong to anybody. She just, unfortunately, got a little bit screwed by life. But yes, Lisa is not a bad person. She is a tragic character, and we are going to put her out of her misery today. All right, so the next stop we're going to do is the main foyer, and there is a door that has a helmet key lock on it. We have not been in there yet. Well, we're going to go drop some stuff off first. So let's go do that. This whole area has been cleared. So we should be fine. I should get my shotgun back just in case. I'm going to main the grenade launcher with the acid rounds, but I'm going to have the shotgun just in case, like, zombies show up, or it's just something where it's like, all right, I don't want to use all my, like, really good ammo on you, you know? We're going to go this way and through here. I really don't like... Oh, that's a Crimson Head. All right, good. I don't like Crimson Heads just laying around. They give me the creeps. You feel terrible for the victims of Chief Irons, the reporter and his girlfriend. Yeah, Chief Irons is an absolute maniac. They did a pretty good job with him in the sequel, too. They made him a little bit more believable. He's less of, like, a supervillain. Okay, we'll take the... I'm going to keep the green herb for now. Hey. Let's see. Take the Medal of Wolf. I'm going to take the extra Magnum rounds. Yeah, okay. That's good for now. And I think what I'll do is I'm just going to combine these together. And then after we shoot off the one grenade round, we'll go ahead and swap back. All right. Let's get out of here. And go the way I went before. And try to make it back to the main foyer. So we'll take the same path I was on before, which was cleared. And hopefully remains that way. But you never know in this game. All right, we already took care of the hunters that pop out here. All right. Whoa! Okay, we do have some Crimson Heads. I need to remember that one of those is there. I don't think I have to go back into that hallway again. But if I do, I want to be darn sure I remember that. Ooh, okay. All right, we're in the dining room. Nothing to do here. Don't see any zombies. I don't believe there's ever one on this floor. There's usually one up on the on top on the balcony. But there's two doors we have not been in yet. There is the lab door, which is under the stairs. We'll do that later. But there's this one. There's no further use for this key. Discard it. Abso-freaking-lutely. Open up an inventory spot for me. Let's freaking go. What are you? Like a wallet? This is a journal. There's something handwritten. It's not dated. Nothing's changed. I never thought this room designed as an experiment would pay off like this. I can hide here safely for a while because nobody knows about the secret behind this painting. Not even Sir Spencer. Painting of a mansion in the back of the art room. So that is where you could access costumes if you were so inclined. But there is a Crimson Head back there. I think we're going to skip it for the sake of this game. Looking around to see if there's anything more here that I've missed. Ink ribbons, don't need them. We have more than enough. We're not going to save. What will be the point? It's a deathless run. All right, we do have you. Speaking of clearing out inventory spaces, now we've done that as well. I don't want to use too much of my grenade rounds, but I do want to make sure we keep the inventory clear. All right, will I take the jewelry box? Yes, I will. Cool. Now, the red gemstone that we got earlier can unlock that jewelry box. I probably should have brought it with me. And I believe that's going to give us the Spencer family crest. So what we're going to do is go back to the other save room that's very close to where we use that crest and get into Spencer's office. We get everything in here? There's some herbs in the other room. There's something in here we haven't done. What is? Oh, there's the ink ribbons. That's right. Don't need those. That's for people who save. I pity them. All right. So to get there, there's not a way to do it without going the long way around. Huh. Oh, never mind. There totally is. We just have to go back through here. Then through the art gallery. We're going to go outside for a second. And then zip on down. Now there's this door that we were able to unlock eventually. We had to come around through the other side. So we had to get all the way through this little art gallery area. And I don't think there's like some crows. I don't believe they attack us. I think they'll only attack us if we get the puzzle wrong. Which we did not. It's a pretty easy puzzle. Now, this is where we came back into the house. So we cleared it already. Doesn't mean that they didn't add anything new. This is the door that we need to open. But we need a special key to do that, which we can get by using that red gemstone on the jewelry box. And this is where that save room is. We already took out the hunters in here. Because I think ahead. You might not know it by watching me, but I do. We got a red gemstone, which I will take. And then we are going to combine the two, which then gives us a puzzle. And we have to make the umbrella logo. Emily, you're so mad at Past Me, Detroit Become Human has so many references to games I've played on the channel. You're only learning about them now. Really? Like which ones? Don't be mad at Past You over that. Be nice to yourself. Just the piece? Okay. Let's see. Is this, or is it? Feels like it's. I'm gonna wait on that one. Let's do this guy, and I think it's Captain Insano says I'm not live on YouTube. What do you mean? Look like I am. I'm getting chat from YouTube. Are you, by any chance, going to my main channel? Because I do have two of them. Oh, it's time for an ad break. All right. Heavy Rain is a common one so far. I'm only at chapter 5 out of 32. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'm sure there's Heavy Rain ones. Yeah, that's, it's unfortunate because, like, I had to create a separate streaming channel. You know, not everybody who watches videos like streams. And so I would get a lot of, like, churn over that. So I made a second one. TikTok really prefers that I not encourage you to go to that. But if you were so inclined, you can. But if you, for right now, it's time for an ad break. So let's go ahead and do that. It'll be about 3 minutes. Oh, thank you, Captain Instano. Appreciate that. I'll be doing an ad break for about 3 minutes. If you do watch those ads, it does help support the stream. So if you are, let's see, if you're on the red or purple apps, just hang out and watch some ads for 3 minutes. If you're on TikTok, I'll be back in about 3 minutes, and then we'll all be back at the same time. Thanks, folks. I still haven't played Stellar Blade. It's wild. Stellar Blade is literally, apparently, now the most played at launch PlayStation port. That is bigger than the Final Fantasy remakes. That's bigger than the God of War games. That's bigger than the Last of Us games. It's freaking gigantic. So, I'm glad to see it's getting a lot of attention. I mean, I kind of feel like people have been waiting for the PC port for that game for a long time. Like, I would bring up Pornhub in front of my parents before I would bring up the Stellar Blade mod page because holy crap. Happy Father's Day, everyone.
Oh, it's the hole that I kept falling in the first 5 minutes.
Oh, that's right. Yes. The big ditch.
I don't like that hole. It's a bad hole.
Whoa. All right, I'm gonna beat this person up with a side.
I'm gonna fall in this
you
hole.
were just predestined to fall in that showing up here.
He's very large.
This is 2010.
Therefore, he is an enemy.
So I'm going to try to use this, mostly because I think it has a silencer on it. And ideally, that's going to keep things quiet, because as you can probably hear, there's a lot of activity around me. There were also some of these guys. That's not a silencer, so probably just alerted a bunch of them.
Just shoelace, right?
I mean, they're available for us to get.
1, 2, 3. Oh my God, what worst? Get in there. Hide from us. Oh,
You can't escape me.
get over there. Hey,
Can you open the door?
I don't know. I think you might be stuck in there. We'll see you later.
Oh.
3, 2, 1, go. Hey, we got a ball. Oh, got that. Right over here by me.
Very good. You've really come together as a team, thanks to the one of you who appears to be doing all of the work.
You're welcome, GLaDOS.
But the real treasure was the friends we made along the way.
And this bell.
And that bell. And his hat. As like the secondary treasure.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, back to it. Hey, Kwanga, it's too dark. I do remember you. Mikey Rocks, thank you for subscribing on the Red app. Appreciate that. I don't know if that's you, Captain Insano, if that's somebody else, but thank you for being here. Cool. All right, so we are still working our way, trying to figure out how exactly we make this pressed. And so I think this, I believe, is in the wrong spot. I don't think I'm going to take that out. Oh, that's you, Mikey. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that. Let's see. I think maybe it's this big guy over here. You. Yeah, this feels like a bottom piece with that little ribbon on the bottom there. We'll adjust the piece? Sure. Okay. Cool. Now then. Is it here? Might be here. Let's see. Let's just... Oh, look at you. Fit right in. Okay. No. There you go. You don't have to get it exactly perfect, but you got to get it close enough. Okay. Now then. We have that little thing right there. I'm trying to think if that's... probably not. Let's see. Take that out. It's wild how this is going to be the thing that totally derails my run. It's possible this could also be up here. I'll also try that. I feel like this is right, though. It's the umbrella crest, obviously. Could be that I have that one wrong. Take that out for now. That may be... I'm gonna get this, I promise. Okay, I think that looks right. Let's get that. Alright, now does that fit? 'Cause I think I had it like there. Which could be it. A U. Okay, that's looking right. And now we've got this thing that probably fits right in there if I can just select it. There we go. Okay, that's got to be it. We just got to make it very specific, apparently. No, not that. Okay. So it wouldn't fit. So I'm going to have to adjust this one first. Very careful. You're good. Now, ah, we're so freaking close. It won't let me put it on there. I know that's the winner, too. God dang it. All right. Enter the survival horror. How do I get this on here without blocking anything? Let's see. I think I'm going to move this one. Okay, that's good. I think, be where you should be. Go. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's see if that did it. So that goes here. You okay? All right. That looks good. Now you. Will you fit? There it is. Haha. The horror of solving a... Seriously. It's always something like this. It's always something dumb like this that you should be able to just, like, knock out in 30 seconds. Where you're like, oh, man, I'm going to lose people. Key is designed with the emblem of the Spencer family, whose history is as old as Raccoon City. Not sure how old that is. All right. At least I had that soothing, like, save room theme. It's like, it's hard to be, like, stressed out when that happens. All right. Out we go. Now, we're only going to use that key one time. I'm also going to have to grab the crest that is outside. No further use for this key. Discard. Yes. Lose people because I look and or feel dumb. No. That's always the worst when you're like, you're stuck on something stupid and then you can actually watch your view count drop. And you're just like, ah. Oh, why? All right. Turn that on. We have something here. Okay, this is the metal object. There's another metal object we'll have to grab. There's also the battery pack. What else is here? Collection of scientific books. Almost all of them are biology related. Okay, did that already. There's more to do here. Yes. But what? Contacts are still intact. Maybe no one's been in here. Shotgun shells. Absolutely, I'll take those. Should have grabbed the shotgun. Okay, we got everything. Can I play Forza Horizon 5? I actually don't have it. But we are doing the Resident Evil franchise Deathless run, so I'll be doing that today. So we'll probably... if all goes well, we'll finish this game today. We'll probably start a different one in the run. But it'll be another Resident Evil game. Alright. Get out here. I think I've cleared everything out here. Now, this is what opens the path to the garden. We won't need that again. That'll lock the door. Hey, Tiny Hands, what's up? Did everything get sorted out with your Discord account? I hope it did. Sorry you had to deal with that. Okay. So those two crests will open up the lab. What is that there? I saw something come through. Tiny Hands, thanks for checking in. Appreciate you being here on the purple app. All right, there we go. Okay, now I can see the chat there. All right. Now let's go drop some stuff off in the item box. You're going to hear me say that a lot today, unfortunately. No, you just made another account. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. I don't remember if I saw you re-sign up. If you want to, of course, please feel free to re-sign up. Okay. So these crests we're going to leave in here for a moment. Yet another friend trolled the hacker so much the account got banned. All right, well, good. If you can't use it, they shouldn't be able to either. All right, we got our discs. Let's see, stone objects. What to do now? Let me just real quick, just look at the map. Is there anything more I have to do in here? I don't think so. Maybe we're going to need that metal object after all. We already killed the snake. We got the 2 metals. Yeah, I think it's time we have to go underground. All right. So in that case, let's do a couple of things. First off, I'm going to grab my shotgun. And the extra shells. Let's see. I think we can stash the Magnum for now. We will have more hunters to deal with in this next section that we're going to. We're going to get that crest so that we can use the key area. We're going to need the battery and the crank for this puzzle. We got that crank. The crank is how we lowered the water in the pool originally. So we're going to do that again. This time, we're going to put the battery in the elevator that's outside, which will allow us to bypass the pool. Then we're going to raise the water in the pool and then open up an underground area. So that's the plan. So I'm going to swap back to the shotgun. And we're going to go outside. We'll have to go back and collect that stone and metal object later. It will be needed to go into the final zone. We can't do much in the final zone without having gone to where we're going already. Okay. All is well. Everything's fine. We're just out here. So no dogs or anything like that yet, but I'm sure we'll get some more here in a bit. Okay. Something written here. Defiler of the accursed coffin. So this is what we got out of the coffin originally. We're going to put that back in. Which will then open the path to the guard. Don't know if you all heard that unlatching sound. All right. Let's see. And I believe... Which way is it? I think it's this way. Yeah, the other one takes us to Trevor's house. That's right. Hey, Queen Claire. Favorite mod is here. Indeed. Welcome. Let's see. So what we're doing right now is... So this elevator is out of commission, and it's going to stay that way until we put the battery in, but that battery location is on the other side. So let's get back over there. Because we can only cross this area while the water is lowered. But while the water is lowered, we can't get into the next zone. Thus presents the predicament that we are in right now. Alright, up we go. Hopefully the snakes won't get me. I never carry any blue herbs. I need to start doing that. Ah, okay, did that get me? Okay, did not poison me. So we are going to watch our hit points. Lower this. Hey, Ivan. Going back to the GameCube area. Yeah, we sure are. This is the Steam version. But this did first, of course, premiere on the GameCube. I think there might be at least one dog out here. Yep, there it is. I'll try to... Oh, there's a second one. Put the battery into the elevator. Ah! Get off me. Yeah. Sit. Bad dog. There we go. All right, play dead. There we are. Now then, let's go ahead and pop on back up. My baby Jill. Yeah, we don't know if Claire and Jill actually ever met. I mean, you presume that she and Chris are at least close coworkers. You're watching Happy Gilmore too. How is it? A long time since I thought about Happy Gilmore. All right. So now we're going to go back. We are back in this first area. We unlock the passage too. Let's go use that crank and raise the water. Better than you thought it would be. Okay. Yeah, I'm not the biggest Adam Sandler fan. I think I would, like anybody. I mean, I think I enjoyed his movies while I was younger. And he's clearly figured out a formula, and it works for him. Phantom Pat, you're back. Welcome. How's it going? Phantom Pat also streams here on the Purple app. Good follow. Sound of the waterfall has stopped. There we go. Okay. Now the water is back up, so no going this way, which is fine. We don't need to. Jocelyn following. Is that Jill? It sure is. You heard Happy Gilmore 2 wasn't great, Mikey, but you're going to check it out? From what I've heard, it's exactly what you expect it to be. Is it going to be Casablanca? No. It's Happy Gilmore. You want more Happy Gilmore? Cool, you got it. You loved him when he was on SNL and like most of his movies, but the ones that everyone hated, you also didn't like them. That's cool. All right. So now that we've done that, we have opened up this whole thing that wasn't there before. And of course, we have to go down a creepy ladder. Of course we do. All right. New area we've not been in yet. I believe there's a save point. Oh, not through there. It's up here. I'm grateful for that that blue herb, because we might need it. All right. Do I need to... Oh, the crank. Yeah, we don't need the crank. All right. I feel like I'm going to swap back to this thing. So there's definitely hunters down here. I want to be ready if they pounce on me. All right, so we need a different crank. It's like a 6-sided crank, a hex crank, to clear that, which we don't have yet. So the only place we can go is back towards the ladder. I'm going to grab that blue herb just in case. It's going to eat a spot, but I'll be grateful if I do get poisoned. I don't remember if there's anything that poisons me down here, but they didn't give me that blue herb for no reason, that's for sure. All right, through here. Yeah, that's right. Queen Claire, there are spiders. You are correct. There's also, I believe, a rolling boulder in this area. No, not this room, but it's coming. Ooh, what are you? Will I take the acid shells? Yes, I will. Obviously. There's a big old... That looks like a big old boulder, doesn't it? Let's see. I don't know how many shells this can take. At least 16 of them. But yes, Queen Claire is correct. There are some spiders down here, including a very big one. All right. Where are we now? Oh, yes, this part. Okay. There's an elevator leading down, but to activate it, we will need... Oh, well, first of all, there's something on the ground here. What are you? Something glowy. Where is it? Got a delayed start to donating platelets today, in bed waiting for him to bleed you. Aw, thank you for doing that. Warhead, don't know why this part was so stressful for you. I mean, it's pretty creepy. Oh, this is just handgun ammo, isn't it? You know what? It's not even worth picking up at this point. I've got enough ammo, and I want to make sure if something messes with me, it learns a lesson. Elevator's power source. There's a round lid. Open it up and take the shaft. All the environments you see were originally modeled in astounding detail, then recorded as MP4 videos, which were played in the background. Few objects are 3D, including the characters. Interesting, Ivan. I didn't know that. Now, I believe there is... Oh, yes, there's another... There's a part to this that we need in order to make that work, which we don't have yet. All right. Okay, that glowing thing is the ammo cartridge. Yeah, Phantom Patty, let's see, Gavitron does it every weekend because he is a good person. Better than me, anyway. Low bar, but still.
Is that you, Jill?
Is that you, Jill?
That voice Enrico's?
Yeah?
You're alive!
Stop! Are you with anybody, Jill?
No, but why?
The stars are finished.
Well, that much is true.
Someone is a traitor. Umbrella set us up.
Yep, Zoltan. Goodbye, Enrico.
Enrico!
We hardly knew you. Literally. You and Needles don't like each other. Yeah, same for me. My doctor loves blood work, too. And I appreciate that about her. She doesn't mess around with bedside manner at all. She's like, give me a lab report. I will tell you whether or not you need work. And that's it. So, at least if nothing else, like, her appointments are very helpful and information-driven. So, I love that. You believe blood should stay inside you. Ideally, yes. Wait, he's holding something. Hey, it's a 6-sided crank. But it can tell some pretty important... Oh! Information. This is a good reminder to make sure I don't take my eyes off the screen. That could have gone bad. Let's see. Every time single time you get poked, you're like, ugh, how much longer am I going to keep doing this? I mean, obviously, as long as it works for you, I would hope. Oh, wait, we got something on the ground here. What are you? Look like it anyway. This is another ammo clip. I'm all full up anyway, but also I wouldn't even take that. Yeah, but that means I have to go get my blood drawn like a couple times a year. I hate it. until you stop being a good person. That's also true. But I do think you do bank some points for that. You don't stop being a good person just because you stop donating every week. Oh! Ow! Get off of me! Yes! Okay, good. Those do work against the hunters. Thank God. That could have been real bad. Now, that won't kill him. I don't think. There we go. That will. Did it take any health off me? No, good. Okay. Whew. That could have been bad. All right. You think 1,000 units sounds fine for a lifetime? That sounds about right. Are you, how many units do you think you have? You said you get about 3 units per visit. So that's 300 plus donations. I mean, that's pretty darn good. Let me out of the chair, right? Give me just shy of 130 after today. I mean, that's 130 more than me. There are bloodstains under the boulder. Yeah, you think? That'd be 40 plus visits, which does track considering how often you've told me that you have gone and done those donations. All right, now then, we're gonna take some stuff. We're gonna hang on to the blue herb. I'm gonna stash this. We'll need it later. I don't need it immediately though. Couldn't be you. You're not that good of a person. Ah, it's okay. We can all be good people in other ways. We'll leave that for now. Well, thank you, Ivan. Let's see. Hexagonal hole here. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to rotate the ground here. Just got poked. Excellent. The operation is underway. All right, through here. All right, and I think this is the thing where we have to drop the flamethrower. Maybe that's on Chris's playthrough. On one of these. Yeah, okay, there's a big old rock and a big old boulder. I know I can insta-die here, and I'm just trying to remember how to make sure that doesn't happen. Let's see here. Huge boulder blocks the way. There we go. Okay. And through here. That's not the last one, too. There's gonna be a couple of those. Okay. That opens up our next door. Was there anything back here? I'm trying to remember. Was it? Yes, this way. Did the boulder reveal anything? Yes, shotgun shells. Always welcome. All right, through here. Are these the spiders? Yep, sure is. Justified health, delayed heart rate increase? Yeah, it's delayed, I think, by a few seconds or so. Oh, God. I'm glad I took that, Oh, jeez, get off me! Where am I? I'm just in the web now. How am I? Am I caution? Okay, let's take that. Ah! That. I'm poisoned. Let's use the blue herb. Still on caution. There's one more spider in here. Right there. You could please... Okay, can't shoot that high. Let's use the shotgun instead. There we go. You done yet? Adrian Gold. John's been training a lot after he got his torn calf fixed. He wanted to be here, trust me. Oh, well, thanks for letting me know, Adrian Gold. I hope John's doing okay. Please tell him I said hello. I will take the survival knife. Briefly. We have to... Oh, wait. There's another one. There is another one in here. Can you please not be on the ceiling. That's not fair. Oop. Okay, he's spitting poison. Ah, crap. I'm out of... Jill, you really, really need to take better care of how much ammo you have loaded. Get out of here. Okay. Now, other than the baby spiders, I'm good. They give you that knife. That's the knife you have at the beginning, but they give you another one so that you are able to cut these. I'll go stash it in the crate after this. Boom, there we are. Okay, out we go. Now, where are we? Okay, that's the way out. What's over here? Ooh, a bunch of herbs. And it looks like a map. Okay. Got the map of the courtyard. Let's take this green herb and use it. Get ourselves back up to fine status. And take... I don't remember if there's anything more that might poison me. Leave it for now. Alright. And one last thing we're going to do is just swap back to the acid rounds. There we go. Okay. There's that Stephanie. Thanks for following on TikTok. How's it going? That's Stephanie. Thank you for the heart, me. Thank you so much for doing that. Hope you're having a good day. All right, this is another room where we can technically get a boulder. Not ideal. Okay. So that boulder is eventually going to come out. We're going to need to use this crank. All right, now let's see, real quick. You love all the Resident Evil games, where you're in a good place to be. We are trying to beat them all without dying. Or all the numbered games, anyway. There's way too many of them otherwise. So we're starting a new run, and as you can see here, we're on the first game. Haven't died yet, but if you know this game, you know that there is an insta-death moment coming up here with the boulder. We'll just let it go over there, and all is well. Cool. Easy enough. And that opened up another door. So let's just go see. Was there anything over here where the boulder was? Yes, we have a first aid box. What's in the first aid box, you may ask? Yeah, Mikey, we're not doing zero. The hard thing about zero is, like, you die if your companion dies. And there's really not a way to keep your companion alive. Well, I mean, not a way to do it automatically, I should say. So that's why we decided to skip zero. Zero's fine. I like zero, but I think I would rather wait until I knew for sure that, like, yeah, that, like, Rebecca isn't going to just wander off on her own and kill my run, you know? Okay. We are... Let's see, how are we doing on space? Not great. And I am about to pick up a pretty important item. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the item box, unfortunately. Or... there's a couple of blue orbs. Let's just use this one for the sake of time. All right. In this room, I think we have a little puzzle, and then we're going to get the other half of the elevator shaft cylinder. Make all the jokes you like. We have a puzzle room. And the goal is to get this other statue that's over there in this other opposite spot. So, of course, we can't pull anything in this one. We can only push. So we can't get to the other side of it to get it off the wall. So what we'll have to do... She'll only count if I die, not Rebecca. I mean, that's true, but, like, it just became a thing where it was like, okay, it was like... It is technically a death, although it's like... Or, although is it? Is the question. Because we had this in Resident Evil 6, where we were playing as Leon and Helena. And Helena technically can die. There's not many instances where she can, but we did come across one. But the game did not count it as a death. So I think we kind of said, okay, if the game says that wasn't a death, then so be it. But I feel like I like 0 fine. I didn't like it so much that I feel like it absolutely has to be in the run. If this ends up being something that people enjoy watching, we might expand it. But let's get there first, you know? Okay, so we got it halfway turned. Now we gotta do that one more time. This camera. Trying to push it. There we go. Is that okay? We gotta push it off first and then back on, it looks like. So when you push something on this plate, it'll rotate it. Just like it did. So it just rotated it 90 degrees. Let's rotate it one more set. There we are. Now you're facing the right way. And now we just push you right into place. But yeah, that's why. So for instance, like for Resident Evil 5, we got a trainer where it lets Sheva be unkillable. And I feel like that's fair because they do basically the same thing in Resident Evil 6. But they don't have one in Resident Evil 0. They have them, but only, like, it'll keep the certain character alive, but it won't keep your companion alive. So, like, if I say, make Billy unkillable, he will also be unkillable when I'm controlling Billy, in which case it's like, what was the point of a Deathless run if you literally make it so you can't die, you know? All right, there's my cylinder. Cool. All right, now then we're going to go back to the item box. Then we're going to get the shaft cylinder, fix it, and then head down, and I think that's where we fight Lisa. Oh, man, those boulder sections are freaky. There is this kind of a big section where Lisa comes out and, like, hunts us. And we need... Hey, Demon King! Demon King, Mr. X. Oh, Mr. X, how the heck are you? It's been a minute. I'm good. I did miss you. We are working through trying to finish all 8 of the numbered Resident Evil games deathless. Okay, let's go. Mikey Rocks, you're doing your first RE4 Remake hardcore run. Love that game. They're all pretty much bangers. Yeah, I mean, that's a really fun one. We did... I think we unlocked everything on stream, like, a little while back. I even did... I got the cat ears and everything for Leon and for Ada. And it's a really fun... It gives, like, some really good excuses to go back and play the game differently. I really enjoy that. How's it going there, Gavitron? You getting siphoned? Okay, now we don't need to go back this way. So just in case, I am being extra critical or extra careful, but I'm just going to make sure that nothing back there can follow me. I don't think I need to do that, but let's just be sure. Even if it's just for me. You're lurking in the shadows. Oh, man, I don't know if I like Mr. X lurking in the shadows. All right. Let's combine these. Okay. And then let's examine this. And we're going to need to match up these numbers. Symbols are carved on the side. Will I turn it? Yes, I will. We pretty much just have to turn it until the numbers line up. 10 minutes in, 87 minutes left. Oh, man. A long one. Okay, I think one more to do it. Boom! We got it. Where's my... Where are you hiding? There you are. All right. Wait, did that take? No, it didn't take. Son of a... Fine. Keep doing this. They'll probably cut it shorter due to late start. Wouldn't they make it longer due to a late start? I mean, you're the expert here. I'll take your word for it. Okay, one more time. Okay. Will I turn it? No. Okay. I think... We'll see. I might have to go do that again when we get back to the elevator, but that's fine. Alright. You're just letting everyone know you're still here. You're just lurking in the shadows. Okay, Mr. X. Ah, creepy as always. Alright, I think it's through here. I don't think there's any more boulders, but we'll find out. Okay, put that in. It seems to be missing. Is it fixing? No, it's still just not taking it, huh? All right, 4, 2, 3, 1. Help me remember that. 4, 2, 3, 1. Okay, before we do that, let's see if I use this first. It feels like the changes aren't saving, and I'm not sure why. I think I have to put it in there. It's not going to work right away. Okay, so it's 4, 2, 3. Thank you, Mr. X. Looks like the power's been restored. Excellent. Off we go. Truck that comes to pick up the blood components, they have to cut it short when the drug is started to... Oh, that makes sense. Okay. I was going to say, they can only take out, like, so much so fast, right? So... Alright, we'll lower this here. Hey, Barry.
Thank God you're
Always seeming to show up at the weirdest times.
A noise I heard brought
All right.
me down here, but
Do we want Barry's gun, or do we want to keep Barry alive?
find a place like this.
Because Barry's got that big old Magnum. We also have a Magnum,
Any
though.
idea as to what might be at the bottom?
There's only one way to find out.
And we have a moment we're going to get confronted. If we give Barry his gun back, then he will live, but we won't get his gun. If we don't give him his gun back, Barry will die, but we get to keep his gun. What should we do? Barry should live? Okay.
What the hell is that sound?
Barry is working against us, but he doesn't want to be. He's being blackmailed.
Jill, go check it out. We had enough surprises for one day. I'll stay here and secure our escape route in case something happens.
Yeah, let's split up. That gun is really cool. That gun is the size of his arm. You say let him die? I feel like, if I remember right, we did let him die, and, like, the Magnum that we get is really not all that great. Jill wouldn't let Barry die. I do agree with that. She does care about Barry, even if Barry isn't being totally truthful with her right now. All right. So we have a little puzzle here. What we got to do is we got to get a crate over here and smash it in that trash compactor to open it up. Yeah, it's a very ghoulish way of looking at the world. It's kind of like what you do in Fallout. I don't think we need the crank anymore. I don't believe. Let's see. So much stuff. There we are. We also don't need the knife. Alright, let's leave it. Okay, there's that one door. Is that the only other one? Yes, but let's just look around here for items. Anything we need? Nope. Let's get on out of here. Oh, this is the area. All right, Lisa's going to be here somewhere. So Lisa is the daughter of, let's see, one of the designers of the house. There she is. And she is a very tragic figure. She didn't ask for any of this. But I think after the mansion was opened, the Umbrella Corporation trapped her family inside and subjected them to experiments because they knew too much. So couldn't just let them out. So Lisa has been here her whole life. She's not a bad person, but she is going to try to kill us. So for the moment, we need to treat her like an enemy. Because she doesn't know who we are. But the only way to get in that other door is to use a weapon that can fit into one of those little latches that is right next to it. And the only way to get that is to take this, give it a little push onto the elevator, and that's going to deliver this crate over to where the trash compactor is. Let's get that on there. There we go. We unfortunately cannot transfer with it. That would make my life a lot easier, so of course we can't do it. We gotta go back through Lisa's little zone. I don't remember if Barry's gonna be there when we get back. Let's go see. Okay. Lisa's there anyway. I think we can get through here. Now, Lisa is unkillable. For now. We will eventually take her out, but, like, for the moment, there's no point in trying to fight her. Where is my... Oh, I got totally turned around. Which also means if she catches up to us, we pretty much have to bail. I was saying, Gavitron, I actually am going to a couple of concerts over the next couple of days. Oh, goodbye, Barry. One of them, I'm finally going to check out I like the band, but the one I'm going to tonight is actually just to check out the venue. It's one I've always wanted to go to, and I've never found an excuse to. It's a little punk club here in the Bay Area called 924 Gilman. And it's sort of one of those places that's, like, known for, like, just about anybody who ever came up through the Bay Area, like, that was their home club for a while. Because they're pretty open on letting folks play there as long as they don't have, like, record label deals. And they're sort of their most famous one is it used to be Green Day's home turf before they actually blew up. So I've always, like, since I was in high school, wanted to go check out that venue. So I'm going to go to a show there tonight. Stoked for that. Yeah! I remember visiting the Bay Area in high school being like, oh, man, I hope I can get over to see Gilman. Never made it. Until tonight. There's a local funk band here in the Bay Area called Planet Booty. They're a lot of fun. If you ever get a chance, if they're touring, definitely go check them out. But they're playing tonight. All right, there's my flamethrower. Sounds exciting. Should be fun. I don't think it'll be anything monumental, but it sounds. I've seen them before. Well, I saw Planet Booty on a very bad date that I was on, so I'm excited to see them under better circumstances tonight. Okay, let's see. I don't think I can use this to get over to the other place. But now that we have the broken flamethrower, we can put that in the doors and open them. Including the one over here. Planet Booty, hell yeah, you listen to them for the name alone. Yeah, they're exactly what you think. It's a very kind of, like, sex-positive funk band. And they put up, like, they're a lot of fun, too. They put on just a great show that's very inclusive. It's a good time. Oh, okay, there's Lisa. Okay, now that we have the key, there is a lever that we have to pull right there. And I think Lisa was kind of hanging out over near where that door is. I'm going to see if I can get her to walk a little bit more. Some kind of lever here. Pull it. Yes. So we have to get to the door fast enough to put that broken flamethrower on. Okay, yes. This is the way to go. Please tell me Lisa pick the other direction, because if not, this is going to suck. There we go. Some kind of mechanical hook. Hopefully the door will unlock if you put something special on it. Let's do that. All right. That means that this door will remain unlocked, but only until I remove that flamethrower. Yes, this is Lisa's room. Fire has died out. She's very obsessed with dolls. She was taken and experimented on while she was a child, so she never really, like, matured into an adult, so sort of makes sense that she's into dolls. Ah! Freaking snakes, get off me. Why did it all have to be snakes? Whew. Lisa has a horrible story, makes you sad. Yeah, we're about to see it too. Those of you who are unfamiliar. Will I take the jewelry box? Sure. Can I open that yet? Let's see. Examine. I can. What are you? Got the stone ring. Ah, I know what that's about. Family picture and notes. Okay, so this is, I'm guessing the little girl is Lisa. We saw George as her father on the left, and her mother's over on the right. Something written on the back, November 10th, 1967. Progenitor virus administered. Jessica administered virus type A. Plasmalizing of tissue during cell activation. Virus fusion negative. Action disposed. So her mother is dead, unfortunately. Did not take to the virus. Lisa administered virus type B. Plasmalizing of tissue during cell activation. Virus fusion positive but delayed fusion. Body modification observed constant result status. Continued protective observation. George, action terminated November 30th, 1967. There's a journal left by someone. November 14th, 1967. I feel dizzy after that shot they gave me. I don't see Mom. Where'd they take her? She promised that we would escape together. Did she escape alone and leave me behind? November 15th, 1967. I found Mom. We ate together. I was very happy. But she was a fake, not my real mom. Same face, but different inside. Have to find Mom. Have to give face back to Mother. I got Mom's face back. Nobody can have my mom except me. I attach her face to me so she doesn't go away, because Mom's sad when I meet her without her face. From inside box, scent of mommy. Maybe true Mother there. Stone box hard. It hurt. Steel rope in the way. Can't see Mother because 4 stones. Hey, Ghosty. So, yeah, Lisa is wearing her mother's face. And, yes, that is kind of monstrous, but she just, you know, she's affected by the virus and doesn't really understand what she's doing, so. Bad times. All right. Anything else here? I'm good, Ghosty. How are you? RE1, sure is. Like Cubone? What is Cubone? Adam, I don't know that. Okay, that's the way out. Let's go the other way. Okay, blue herb, and I don't need either of those. Hey, Vibes Gold, how are you? Welcome back. We are still working our way through Resident Evil 1, trying to beat it without dying, and we are getting pretty close to the end here. Oh, you think he's referring to the Pokemon Cube? Oh, I don't think I'm not familiar with that one. Ghosty, your favorite is 2 and 3. Narcissa, hello. Thank you for the heart me. Good to see ya. Pokemon that wears his dead mother's skull as a helmet. Yikes. And here, we are back. Hey, Narcissa. What's going on? Good to see the jalapeno pepper. All right, we don't need that ring just yet. We're going to need it here in a moment. Boom. That's who that is. Okay, see, I never got into Pokemon, so you're going to have to apologize if I don't get the references. Not they're bad. I just don't get them myself. All right, I think we're good for the moment in this section of the garden. I don't believe there's any hunters. I'm going to keep the shotgun on me just in case, but I think we're all right. Warhead, I'm not too far from where you're at in this game. Yeah, this is, like, pretty close to the end of the game here. What we have to do now that we have that metal ring is go and open up the underground lab. Now, there is a zombie over here. I'm just going to use a shotgun shell on him just to make sure he doesn't jump me. Where are you, Warhead? Are you down in the lab yet? There you are. I can usually get around this guy. Yeah, just like that. All right, never mind. Save the ammo. All right, let's see. We're here. And I think this is where we got the Magnum originally. Not yet. You don't know how to get there. Well, I am going to do it, which means I am going to spoil it if you do hang out. You're welcome to hang out, of course, but just so you know. You are going to see the solution to that puzzle here. So where this is going to take us is back to the mansion. And now that we've done everything we need underground, we're going to go down in the lab. We're going to confront Lisa and kill her. You appreciate that. Good, as long as you don't mind. I don't want to spoil it for you if you want to figure it out yourself. I get that, but now that we're at that point, we're going to have to. And this will put us back into the gardener's shack. It's right there. We exit here. And then we'll make our way back to the foyer. All right, but first we'll grab this guy. So I grabbed this earlier, and that's going to lock out access to the garden, which is fine, because we don't need to go there anymore. Yeah. All right. Now we're going to go to the item box and get the other crest. And then fit it with that outer ring that we got in Lisa's little cave. Then we'll have 2 identical crests, and that gets us in the underground lab. Then at that point, we are pretty darn close to the end. So we have to fight Lisa. Let's see. The chat said we should let Barry live this time, so we'll do that. am trying to beat this Deathless, so I want to take the path of least resistance, but yeah, there's some things we can still do. Not too bad. All right, metal object and stone ring. We will also have to get those metals. I can't remember when we need them, but pretty soon. Yeah, this is probably good for now. Hey, Dark Chris, welcome. How's it going? All right. Now, we actually had to go look at the solution to this puzzle at the very beginning of the game. So when Jill and Barry go off to investigate a noise, we had left Wesker in the foyer, and then we came back and he was gone. We had to go and search for him. Where's the gallery? It's over here. All right, cool. I'm going to try to take the safest path here. And the only way to clear that, to be able to move on, is to go behind the stairs and see there's a door there, which is an excellent little bit of game design. Because then that tells us, hey, by the way, there's a thing back here. You're going to need it later. Definitely remember this is here. It's going, you're a little sore, though, but all good. Oh, sorry to hear that. Why are you sore? Did you work out really hard? All right, this will take us back to the foyer. Okay. Then down we go. Here we are in the main room. Get back here. And it's going to ask us for 2 crests to unlock these doors. Oh, there's Lisa. Wonder what's on the other side of this door. There are octagonal indentations to the right and left of the door, which we will use with these. And one more. Oh, wait, no. Don't want to take that. We're going to use it. There we go. And in we are. Let's go. 2 emblems fit neatly into the door. Open it. Yes. Not because it's a good idea, but because Lisa's down there and we have to kill her to finish the game. What do we got here? Old typewriter. I had an increment, I can stand my progress. Don't need to. Where's the second stone located? So you can get the 2 crests. I think the other one is in a jewelry box, but you need an outer ring to do it. Now, the other thing I need that's in here are these 2 metals. So we need those 2 metals in order to open up the underground lab. No, you were doing your absolute best at work earlier today. Comes with a job. Oh, sorry to hear that, Dark Chris. Hopefully you're done with work for the day. Get to hang out for a bit. All right. We're gonna make it all the way down through here. Across this rickety old bridge. Yeah, you got one more day, though. Okay. All right, well, hope tomorrow goes well, too. Maybe do a little bit less than the absolute best. If you can. Anything I need up here? No, I guess not. All right. Head on down. So, because Lisa is unkillable by conventional methods, there's no point in shooting her. We're going to take these 4 stones
Jill,
and knock them off.
you're alive.
Yeah. You don't look too thrilled about that, Barry.
Because I thought you were...
Whoa! Yeah, what up now?
Calm down. I didn't want to do it. Believe me, I can explain.
Don't lie to me!
We are gonna have to deal with this later. Alright, last time we played this, we took the gun and we let Barry die. Which I think we said was not ultimately, like, worth it all that much. So we'll have a choice here in a moment. That's her mother's coffin.
Talk. Jill, hand me my gun.
So yes, we'll give it back to him this time.
Thanks, Jill.
He's gonna run some interference while we push these things off. We're gonna have to get behind Lisa, which will be a little bit easier. Ow! If they're doing that. Am I... Oh, I'm hurt bad. Woo! That took a lot off me. God dang. Alright. As long as she doesn't jump again, Barry should hopefully keep her busy long enough for me to go do this. I think he will. And that's going to open up mother's grave. Open that far door. It's gonna find her mother's skull and leap off, presumably to her death. Your cat got mauled by 2 neighborhood dogs earlier this... Oh, gosh. He went missing. Only found him at, like, 1 this afternoon. Took him to your vet. It's been a day. Sounds like it. Is your cat okay? Barry still here? There he is. You want to talk to me now, bud? Tell me what the hell you pointed a gun at me for? It's dead.
Leave this place up to me and go on ahead.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about you pointing a gun at me, I guess? All right. Guess we're just cool with that. Feels cooler about that than I would be. All right, and then this will take us to this outdoor area we have not been to yet. You can see here, this is kind of separated from everything. You think it'll be okay? Radiographs came back clear, just in shock and has some painful puncture wounds. Oh, poor cat. I'm glad you're looking out for him. Circular depression, there's a wolf-shaped emblem carved inside. Well, then, let's add the medal of wolf. Boom. And then over here, we're going to use the medal of eagle, which will drain the fountain and allow us to enter the final area. Okay. Oh, time for an ad break, and that's actually pretty perfect because we're about to get in the last zone. So let's do a quick ad break. If you're on the red or purple apps, if you watch ads for the next 3 minutes, it does help support the stream, and then that way we can make sure everybody watches ads at the same time so that we can all enjoy the thing together without having ads forced on us. If you're on TikTok, just hang out for a few minutes. I'll be back in 3, and we'll pick up right where we left off. Thanks, folks.
My favorite boss rush fight of all is Metal Man, who you can just walk up and just smack him right with his own gear. Didn't even get any HP back. That's just embarrassing. Right.
Stellar Blade came out. I still haven't played Stellar Blade. It's wild. Stellar Blade is literally, apparently, now, the most played at launch PlayStation port. That is bigger than the Final Fantasy remakes. That's bigger than the God of War games. That's bigger than the Last of Us games. It's freaking gigantic. So, I'm glad to see it's getting a lot of attention. I mean, I kind of feel like people have been waiting for the PC port for that game for a long time. Like, I would bring up Pornhub in front of my parents before I would bring up the Stellar Blade mod page, because holy crap. Happy Father's Day, everyone.
Welcome to the Callisto Protocol, a new survival horror game where you wake up and escape prison during a viral outbreak, team up with a fellow inmate, wear diegetic UI, get stuck on biomass, swap batteries indoors, dismember mutants with creepy names, use telekinesis, stop corpses, travel through waste processing tunnels, spot new monsters behind unbreakable glass, get tutorialized by finger paint, FaceTime your antagonist, go outside in Minnesota, find suits that upgrade your HP and pockets, fall through a disintegrating building, find a devoted weirdo who wants to evolve humanity because reasons are for nerds, and I'll hold back on endgame spoilers for now, but I could go on.
I can't see people going, oh, that's Dead Space 4.
Ooh. The heck are you? You followed me all the way here? Wow. That was brave. Stupid, but brave. Alright. Stupid, but brave. That's gonna be on my tombstone.
This boss sucks, and here's why. You already know why this fight sucks. Even in a game full of great boss fights, one of them has to be the worst. One of them has to be the worst in the whole Souls franchise. The worst in the entire FromSoft catalog, and yes, I have fought the covetous demon. Lost Izalith is one of the lowest points in Lordran, down below the demon ruins, and there lies what's left of the Witch of Izalith, and one of the 4 Lord Souls you need to beat the game. But Lost Izalith was notoriously unfinished, likely rushed at the end of Dark Souls development, where the toughest challenge you'll face is the floor, meaning there is a long run between the nearest bonfire and the boss arena. When you finally reach it, you slide all the way down to meet the Bed of Chaos, a giant creature made up of tree roots and bullshit. The fight starts easily enough. You can't damage the bed of chaos directly, but there are 2 glowing orbs on either side. Pick a direction, slice one of the orbs, and a giant arm extends above the bed of chaos. Now the fun begins. Because not only does the floor start dropping out below you with no warning, but the bed of chaos's arm starts sweeping you into the abyss below. If the game had a proper jump, you might be able to dodge this, but this is Dark Souls. Die until you love it.
Alrighty. We're coming back on. Thank you very much to everybody who let me take care of that of an ad break. Is that from the same people who made Dead Space? Yeah, so the Callisto Protocol was actually... it's not from the same company, but a lot of those developers left Electronic Arts and then started a new studio called Sledgehammer, and they made Callisto Protocol. So it is from the same people. Let's see. Fancy Pat, thanks for the check-ins. All right, we're back to it. Let's see. I think we go down... Yeah, okay. Down here. All right, so we have figured out now the Umbrella Corporation is behind the outbreak that's going on. We have not been into their lab yet, and this is the big final zone. There's some creepy monsters we have not fought yet that we're going to see. Those little chimeras. You'll know them when you see them. A couple of naked zombies, too. I'll take those out pretty easily. Okay, ink ribbons on the ground. Don't need it. Let's see. The chimeras are actually pretty weak to the Magnum, if I remember right. We don't need the fuel canteen anymore. I don't think we have any Crimson Heads to deal with in this section. I think I'm going to grab that. Yeah. Let's do that for now. That'll probably mean I have to go back and collect items and all that a couple times, but it'll be all right. All right. On down the hallway here. I hear a couple of zombies nearby. There's one. And we're just going to make sure you are not going to be a problem. You going to get back up? This is a deathless run. I can't take any chances. All right, I think I see a blood pool. Yeah, there is one. All right, that one's definitely not going to get back up. The other one might. Have to deal with that when it comes. All right, couple herbs. That's good to know those are there. I think this is locked. Yes, we have to open that up another way. And then this is another disc. Excellent. All right, I'm going to go stash that disc. We will need a third one coming up here, and then we'll eventually have to go use all 3 of those to open up Chris's prison cell. Because, of course, Chris Redfield disappeared when we got into the mansion. He has been captured. He's been held captive by Wesker this whole time. Oh, okay, this one is not locked. Okay. So he's down here in the lab, and we need those discs to rescue him. All right. We got 2 out of the 3. Okay, through here. You gonna get back up? That guy's gonna eventually turn into a Crimson Head. I just freaking know it. I could go burn him. I think the next time I go to that item box, if he hasn't changed yet, I'm gonna burn him. I do not want to deal with any surprises at the very late game. Any more than usual, anyway. All right, let's pop in here real quick. Got a couple of puzzles to solve. Ooh, what are you? Will I take the first aid box? Sure. I do have a crap ton of first aid right now. But if I run into a situation where I am glad I need it, I'll be good to have it. Okay, make sure for 2 green herbs. There we go. Okay. What's in this room? Ah, yes, we have... Will I take the x-ray? Yes, and I have to go put that on here somewhere. Okay, yes, there is a... What is this? There's a thing about this. My dearest Ada. So, this is the introduction. If you are not familiar, is that while we don't meet Ada Wong until Resident Evil 2, she does get referenced in the first game. She was actually working. She's actually like dating a researcher in Umbrella, and we see a couple of their communications. And surely she's working for whoever she's working for. All that first Ada shouldn't have much problem now. Shouldn't. There's still some insta ways I can die, and inventory is still a factor. So like I'm in a good spot, but you know all it takes is one mistake. My dearest Ada, by the time you read this letter, I will no longer be the person you once knew. The results of my test came out today, and as suspected, it came out positive. I feel like I am teetering on the edge of reason just thinking about my impending doom. I would give anything not to have to become one of them. As far as I know, you are not infected. I sincerely hope things do not reach such a desperate pass. But if it has turned out that you are now the last person remaining alive, I want you to get the material from the visual data room. Then activate the self-destruct system in the power room and escape from here. Please do everything in your power to make this whole accident public. Thank you, Dark Chris. If everything's still running smoothly, you should be able to release all the locks using the security system. I have set up the terminal in the small security room so that you can log in with the system using my name and then your name as the password. You will need another password to release the lock of the door in the basement level 2 where the visual data room is located. As a safety measure, I have coded that password into an X-ray picture, a Rowan genogram. I know you. I'm sure you'll be able to work it out without any trouble. There's one last thing. It's my last request. I hope you never have to lay eyes on me in this state, but if you do happen to run into me in my hideous form, I beg you to put me out of my misery. I hope you understand. Thank you, Ada. Yours truly, John. Okay, so it's John and Ada. John and Ada are our username and password. Space to put up an X-ray photograph. Let's take a look at this real quick. Clark David. Okay, let's look at this one. Alex Betchett. Okay. So we're going to put that one here because we're going to look at the first and last names. So Alex Betchett, AB. Then we have this one is CD. Then EF. And here's our last one. Gail Holland, GH. Memo on the message board catches my attention. Something scrawled on the notepad. To use the electronic door, place the initials in alphabetical order. Okay. So then let's look at what is actually located here. Have I seen the most recent episode of South Park? I've seen clips of it. I have not seen the whole episode yet. I hear it's pretty wild. I saw the PSA at the ending, and then I saw a few of the Trump clips, and that's about it. Have you seen the whole thing, Emily? Was it good? Okay, so this is Alex Betchett was looking at the colon. Clark David. No. Clark David is looking at the esophagus. That looks like the liver, I think, and then lungs. So I think the password is cell, C-E-L-L. You watch it before stream and you couldn't stop laughing. It does look good, doesn't it? I'm glad they're back. I think the world needs South Park more than ever now. It's locked. Okay. Okay, and then these are the locks that will be removed with the MO disc. Okay, so we've got everything we need from here. Let's keep moving. Kings of Controversy. Yeah, so, I mean, they kind of come from that, like, late 90s, early 2000s school of comedy where it's like, you can't ever get mad about it because they do everybody so freaking dirty. I feel like they're definitely just trying to get a reaction out of Trump. Please tell me I saw the clip of the him walking through the desert uncensored. I did. Do I need to? I don't know about that. I could have gone a full and happy life without having seen that. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. I don't need to imagine Trump's appendages. I would imagine that based on what Stormy Daniels says, that sounds like that was a pretty accurate rendition. You could see Matt and Trey actively trying to get canceled. I mean, the thing with that, though, is they have to have some kind of a deal about creative control. Like, they're one of the few shows that, like, they know is one of the reasons people keep the streaming services. Like, it's one of the main shows that get people to sign up for Paramount Plus. So, like, they have plenty of job security. And if they do have a creative control deal, which I imagine they do, like, there's only so much only so much Paramount can actually do, you know? But yeah, they could be trying to get canceled. I mean, like, let's face it, I'm sure they have more than enough money that they'll ever need. So, like, they might be like, all right, if this is how we go out as, like, comic martyrs, so be it. There is now evidence that when the host loses consciousness, the body goes into a dormant state. During the time, the virus becomes active and rapidly transforms and reconstructs the basic composition of the body. Mikey Rock says, Paramount tried to get them to censor Trump's dong, and they said no. Yeah, it's like Paramount normally would have final say about what the content is. So they wouldn't be able to tell Paramount no unless they do have a creative control deal, which I have to assume they do. Paramount paid them $1.5 billion. Yeah, exactly. So I'm sure, I don't know the terms of the deal, but I have to assume that they get paid that money whether or not Paramount keeps them around. So if Paramount cancels them, they probably still have to pay. So that's probably like, I don't love what Paramount did to Colbert, but that's probably going to be way harder to cancel Matt and Trey. The host eventually mutated into a humanoid creature. We call them VACs. Its speed and amazing muscular development are particularly noteworthy. After transformation, it becomes more agile and aggressive. Already 4 of our researchers have died trying to feed it, turning the place into an instant bloodbath. Ever since this tragic and barbaric accident, we have taken to calling it Crimson Head. You've seen ads for the rest of the season, and if Turnip doesn't censor them after this, he probably will eventually. I mean, I think that's like, there's only so much he can do. If he can't strong-arm Paramount into getting them canceled, what can he do, really? I mean, he can try to make some executive order, but, like, let's be real. That would require, actually censoring them is going to require work on his part, and we all know he hates doing work. That dangerous and precious prototype specimen can't be left here. We have to figure out a way to deal with it. Termination is definitely not an option. We have decided to freeze the specimen and confine the body inside the basement of the backyard cemetery. That's just where the Crimson Head that we had to fight, let's see, in the coffin was probably from. All right, so we're going to log in. What is this font? St. John and Ada. And we verified. Probably to make up some sort of scandal to get them canceled. I mean, maybe, but, like, what scandal would actually get them canceled? I mean, like, that would be, that somebody would actually believe. I mean, assuming that I'm right about their deal, it would take a hell of a scandal to get Paramount to walk away from a $1.5 billion deal without the episodes they were promised. Okay, so we've now officially unlocked 2 of these rooms. That's not going to happen. Yeah, I don't think it's likely. I think short of an actual scandal, like, they're pretty much untouchable at this point. Ooh, taking over these batteries. No, I want that. Give me the taser. Thank you. Yeah, I think they're going to be fine. They're going to rile Trump up a little bit because it's like, it's easy to do. I mean, it's great publicity for the show. And they have to know that. Like, the best thing in the world that could happen to them is Trump going after them, like, hard, because obviously all the show's fans are going to, like, rally around them. They have to know that. So, if anything, yeah, they probably are just trying to bait him. Alright. Through here. Now, we opened up this door here. You hope so? That's your childhood? Yeah. I figure if they've angered some other pretty powerful people in the past and they're still around, so, like, I'm not worried about those 2. Ooh, we have the slides. We will need that later. Anything else over here that I'm... Ooh, hi. How are you still alive after that? Hey, Peggy Lou Who, what's up? How's it going? going to be out in your hood. Well, sort of near your hood. I'm going to be out. I'm going out to Gilman Street tonight. Peggy Lou, who is an old dear friend. Fellow Bay Area resident. All right, let's see here. Facts. Sanitation Division. Attention, Manager of Sanitation. You don't live there anymore. Oh, where are you living these days, Peggy? I didn't know that. Let's see. Raccoon Disaster Contingency Committee. The contents of the facts are confidential and intended for named addressee only. Any copying or disclosure of the contents of this fact to any third party is strictly forbidden by the sender. You moved to wine country. Oh, cool. Where at? After reading the contents of this fax, it must be destroyed immediately. We expect significant increase in the damage done by the recent T-Virus's outbreak than initially estimated. There are several concerns. Hey, sister. Shalom to you, too. Otacon, thank you for the check-in. Good to see you. You're in Sonoma County. Awesome. It's gorgeous up there. First concern, more than half of the researchers have been infected by the T-Virus and died. It has also been reported that almost all the survivors of this accident are starting to show symptoms of the T-Virus infection. Sister, yeah, I want to say Sideways took place. It was like Santa Barbara, like LA's like wine country. Our wine country is about like an hour or so north here. It's up where like Napa and all like the northern California like wineries are based. Otacon, on your way back from the Ren Fair, boy, is it hot out today? I bet. I saw the outfit that you were going to wear. I bet that was probably super hot out in the sun. How was it, though? Second concern, our secret security patrol team has been completely eradicated. Therefore, our most secret research is in danger of public disclosure. Quick actions are demanded to prevent mass media coverage. Third concern, there is a high possibility that most of the specimens are running loose inside the compound. We may expect casualties to follow. However, yet unfortunate, these casualties underscore the success of the research results. How capitalist of you. Actions must be taken to prevent our research results from being made public. We suspect the first official intervention will come from the state police and STARS. We strongly recommend taking measures against them first. Okay. A lot of fun. Got a Witcher medallion. Ooh, that's sweet. Anything else here? Security system passcode. If it had a mode disk, I could transmit the passcode into the system. So we need to bring all three of those back here. We also have this thing. There seems to be something behind this sturdy door. Open it. Not yet. That is the nitroglycerin that we're going to need later. And I want to make sure all these zombies are very well cleared out before we deal with that. Which means we're going to have to go and burn some bodies. But if you're not familiar, we have to take some nitroglycerin over to a receptacle. You have a membership at a winery now and everything leading into middle-agedom. You and me both, Peggy. I feel you. Bring it on. All right. Did we get the slides before? Yes, we do have the slides. We're going to need to go and get our lighter and burn some bodies. Like this guy. I believe we go over here to do that first. And we have our kerosene. Look at that. So we're going to have to walk very slowly to take that receptacle to where it needs to go. If we walk too fast, if we shoot our gun or whatever, it can blow up on us and end the whole run. So I would like to avoid that if at all possible, because we have spent a fair amount of hours getting all this way without dying. And I want to keep it that way. We're going to grab our lighter. Is here. Yeah, I'm going to try. No promises, but we've gotten through this entire this entire run without dying. So we're trying to do all 8 of the numbered Resident Evil games without dying. So we are at very close to the end of the first game right now. So far, so good. Adri, thank you for the antipasto. Make me hungry. Still plenty of kerosene left. Yes, we will refuel the canteen. But unfortunately, we have a couple of dead zombies who will not stay dead for long. They're going to come back as meaner than they were before. I think we have to use the fuel first. There we go. Unless we destroy their heads or we set them on fire. There's another one down south. Let's go do that one too. But yes, dying bad. We're going to do our best to avoid that if at all possible. Okay. Yeah, this guy. Right here. Barbecue. Oh, whoops. Maybe I should move before I set him on fire. All right. So this guy is now barbecued. He ain't coming back. Let me just see. Is there any other one around here that I forgot? I don't think there is, but just in case. I don't want to miss it and be wrong, you know? All right. I think we're good. Let's go drop off the lighter in the canteen. And then go into the office with the slides. Peggy Lou, how long ago did you move to Sonoma County? I do like it out there. I haven't been out to wine country in a while now. I'm overdue. Like a year and a half ago. Oh, okay. All right, that hasn't been too long. Let's see. What do I'm gonna drop the shotgun. There's a lot of stuff in this next room. So I want to clear out some space. Add code Veronica and the Outbreak to the list too. Outbreak would be tough. Outbreak is hard. I love Outbreak though. I wouldn't mind streaming it as we get closer to Resident Evil 9. I don't entirely know how Outbreak is going to fit into the larger story, but it seems like it's going to somehow. Code Veronica, we have streamed that, but I died a bunch. This is the door that we opened up with the John and Ada password. Delightfully boring out here. I imagine that's a bit of a change from from the last neighborhood you were in. Parasite Eve was a good one. Oh yeah, I've streamed Parasite Eve. That is a good one. I like it. I think this is our projector. Let's pop the slides in. Umbrella Bioorganic Weapon official report. So this is the monsters they've created. The MA-39 Cerberus, the doggos, the Neptune, the big old shark that we fried, the hunters, which are my absolute nemesis, and then the tyrant we have not met yet. Bioorganic Weapons Research Group Development Staff. Hey, Wesker, what are you doing here? Why are you wearing your sunglasses indoors? You got tired of random dudes with machetes walking around, no joke. I believe you. I believe you. Yeah, those of you who don't understand what Peggy Lou is talking about, Oakland can be a little wild sometimes. Oh, man. All right, let's see. I'll grab the shotgun shells. Okay, so there's a code, and we need to figure out how to see the rest of it. Here's our third disc. Passcode entry terminal. Use it. Not yet. We got to find the rest of the code first. I think there's like a filter or something that we put in the projector. Hey, Branzy. What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Security protocols. Heliport. For executive use only. This restriction does not apply in the event of an emergency. Passage to heliport entry is prohibited unless accompanied by a consultant researcher or the chief of security. Unauthorized persons entering the heliport will be shot on sight. Jesus. Elevator. The elevator stops during emergencies. Visual data room. For use by the Special Research Division only. All other access to the visual data room must be cleared with Keith Arving, room manager. Prison Sanitation Division. Controls the use of the prison. At least one consultant researcher, E. Smith, S. Ross, A. Wesker, must be present if viral use is authorized. Triple lock door. Entry into the room is limited to the sole person who deactivates the lock with all of the passcodes. Accessing the exclusive output terminals located in each section of the senior researchers deactivates the lock. Hey, Jordan. This is 1. We're on the first one. Bit like my games, zombies and machetes and whatnot. Yeah, I bet. Power room. In this room, a nitro compound is used as the primary fuel source of power. Access is limited to the headquarters supervisors. This restriction may not apply to consultant researchers with special authorization. Adri, thank you for the cap and the TikTok. Thank you. Passcode output terminals. Use and access of the output terminals is limited to authorized senior researchers. Regarding the progress of Tyrant after the administration of the T-Virus, illegible hereafter. RE1 was peak on GameCube. It's peak here too. But you are correct. They're all security camera recordings. All right, so I'm going to need something to put in here to access the remainder of the code. Yeah, 'cause we've seen all this before. Yeah, and there's Wesker. And then there was a code, but I can only see like half of it. So I think I have to come back later. Let's go get our other discs and go open up that one section, though. Here we go. Am I doing a marathon? Play all the games? This is my first time. Oh, no, I have definitely played this plenty of times before. So what I'm trying to do is beat all 8 of the numbered games without dying in a row. So we're picking the games at random, and we just started a new run last stream, and we picked the first game. So now that that's almost done, we'll pick another one at random, assuming I can finish this one without dying. It's an if, but I think I can pull it off. We also have some more shotgun shells, which we are going to swap out for this. All right, cool. So we're going to head back down one level. And there was a section where we had to put in these discs. And if we do that, I believe it releases the lock to where Chris is being held. Oh, thank you, Jordan. Appreciate your energy. So far, so good. Resident Evil 9 Deathless run in the future. Maybe. I really enjoyed speedrunning Resident Evil 4 on here when that came out. We played that one a lot. So, assuming that they structure it like they did the other games, which I believe they probably will, we could do some challenge runs. I hear something squiggling around here. There is this guy. Remakes or originals. So we've been playing the remakes when they're available. Where is my... I think it's on the other thing. All right. Also, I should have burned this guy. I forgot about that. I really wouldn't mind. That's where you found my stream was RE4 was good for the gaming community. Oh, yeah. That was so much fun. I have officially unlocked everything in that game on stream. All right. I'm going to come back and burn that dude. Not necessary for me to use this now. What do you mean? Even cat ears? Yep, we did the cat ears. So S plus professional on both the main campaign and separate ways. Oh, that's right. We have to go... We can only actually input them one... Like, only one in each drive. That's right. So I have to go and find where else to deposit these games. Just kick open that door, Jill. It's fine. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. I think what I have to do next is go through a vent in that top right room to access that center area. Let's go do that. Let's go try to, anyway. Yeah, I forgot. The actual receptacles for those discs are in 3 different spots. I've only done the one. Yeah, so it's this room. Yeah, the cat ear streams were intense, but it was really fun. Those of you who don't know, we have to do a completely fresh save on the hardest difficulty. And make it out unscathed. Like, within a certain number of times with, like, only a certain number of saves. So, like, they limit you pretty hard. Like, you have to be, like, pretty darn good. There are some things that you can use. You can use some of the endgame items, but not all of them. Okay, I guess it's not here. Let's try elsewhere then. Let's go exploring. Because I did unlock a room on B3. I don't remember if it was here. It's locked. Okay. We're on like a power area. That's locked. Okay, so we'll need power to unlock this. So there's something I haven't seen yet. Don't quite know what it is. I'm gonna go back in here one more time and just look for anything I missed. I can turn that off, and it gives me like a hint on that puzzle. We already did it. Gamora daughter, welcome back. How's it going? As you can see, we are still pretty deep in the first Resident Evil game. We're getting close to the end here. There's something else I have to do with this computer. John Ada. Yeah, I already did that. Okay, that we already have. No, we don't want to do that. Okay, I think we... No, we're good in here. there is something I have to do to that slide projector to see the remainder of the code. I have not figured that out yet. I'm just looking here one more time. Okay, I know there's the ink ribbon, then there's also the nitroglycerin. Is there anything else I missed? Sink is full of empty beakers and test tube. I did all that already. There's the nitro. We've already put the disc in that one. Okay. Let me go back up to maybe the... Let's see. Maybe up to the second floor again. So we've officially... Unless there is another way into that center room. And I feel like there has to be. I can go to the computer where we unlocked everything just to be sure. But there's got to be another way into the center room here. At least I think there is. Yeah, Gamora daughter, let's do it. Where are we at right now? About 7,000 or so likes on TikTok. Yeah, it was this computer. And I already logged in, but let's just do it again one more time and see if I can figure out what I might have missed. Because the second floor unlock was definitely that presentation room. We enter these. And then we go to the third floor. That is unlocked. Oh, that room. Okay. All right. That was something new. DC1, what's up? How are you? Okay. So there's, maybe what I have to do is in the slide presentation area. Yeah, apologies for getting a little turnaround here, but we'll figure it out. It's been a minute since I've played this. There are some air vents that you can travel through, but I just don't see the entrance to that. Is the heart sensor real or for aesthetics? Oh, it's real. It's running off my Apple Watch, Adam. You played Village after you saw me playing it? You think it's one of the best ones? Nice! I like Village. Village is just charming and fun, you know? Glad you enjoyed it. Okay. Let's go back up to the second floor. So we went in here. This is the area that we unlocked. Good story, too. Yeah, it's fun. It's a little bit more fairy tale oriented. But also, I could tell, like, they kind of wanted to do something a little bit different. And I liked the monsters better than I did in 7. Where it was just, other than the Baker family, it was just a bunch of mold guys. Like, that was less exciting to me. Thomas Joke, what's up? Breaking news, Chris Redfield and Leon Kennedy died in Dying Light 2. Leon Kennedy will not be in Resident Evil 9. Good to know. Wow, that they can just do that in Dying Light 2. You bought the DLC to play it in third person. You can't stay in first person. Why you never played 7? Oh, gotcha. Do you have to buy the DLC to get third person mode? I thought it was just like a free update they made for everybody, but I could be wrong, I guess. Okay, let me just try... 8462. Let's just try putting in 8462. See what this does. Okay, so it does something. Gotta pay £15 for the DLC? Oh, that's just a rip. I feel like that should have been just something they give you, you know? Take the lab key. Sure will. Right? I mean, I have the DLC and all that, but still, view Kenneth's film. Oh, this was the videotape that we got at the very beginning of the game.
Get away from me!
This is... Okay, that's creepy, but I gotta say, Kenneth is a terrible shot. That guy was like 3 feet in front of him. How the hell did he miss? Some sort of image editing equipment. Looks like you can use it to view Kenneth's film, which I just did. Don't need to do it again. What else is here? Anything? Is 7 any good? Yeah, I think 7 is actually the scariest one in the whole series. Okay. Kenneth can't shoot the zombie. Yeah, what the heck was he doing? All right, so we got the key. TC1, this is Resident Evil 1. Do I still have any old tapes still lying around? Do you mean like VHS tapes, sister? Or like cassette tapes? I'm pretty sure I got rid of all of them. Yeah, I don't think I still have some DVDs, but I don't think I have any VHS anymore. I don't actually have a VCR anymore. Like, I have no way I could play it, you know? You're guessing I'm died if I'm a 1. Yes, I did take a death last weekend. So we re-rolled. We're rolling these at random. I got the first game. And so we're going through the first game, and if you know the first game, we are very close to the end. All right, here's your go up and over. I guess we got to go through here first. So if all goes well, we will finish the first game today and maybe start a new one. There's the Chimera. You still have Pinkerton on cassette tape like an effing hipster? Nothing wrong with that. That might be worth some money, actually, right now. Blood doesn't look like it came from surgery, though. Did I ever own Pinkerton on... No, I think I was already on CDs at that point. Who is that? Jay, thank you for the heart puff. Thank you so much. Yeah, Gav, how's the donation going? You weren't around. Gavitron is actively donating blood platelets right now. Resident Evil Revelations is the most scary. Yeah, I got 2 in the Steam sale. I've still not played 2. I'd like to. Hey, where am I now? I think I am... Okay, back in the center room, but I am on the other side of that shelf. I'll take the battery pack in case I get grabbed. Hey, it's another one of the passcode things. 7.6 out of 10.6 scabs are already in the back. Nice. Hope that means you don't have too much more time to go. All right, block 2. Seems to have unlocked something. And I think, yeah, I can push this out the way. Aw. That's nice, Queen Claire. Takes so long because they give you the rest of your blood. Oh, do they really? Oh, is it like a transfusion? Huh. TC1 new Mafia in 2 weeks. Nice. I still have not played Mafia, but I keep hearing good things. Okay. Use the lab key. No further use. Discard. Yes. What else is here? We got to find one more little deposit area. If I got it, it's rusted shut. There's got to be a way to get into that area. I think this is a save room, I believe, which is good. We should unlock that. Thank you, item box. Okay, ink ribbons we don't need. Shotgun shells, I will definitely take those. Oh, and grenade shells. Yes! There we go. Aw, you guys are cute. Alright, let's do a couple of things. I think I'm going to keep using the Magnum for now. I will stash these shells. Where are my shotgun shells? I'm trying to keep them all together so I don't lose them. And then I've seen a couple of other grenade rounds. How much Magnum ammo do I have? So I have currently 13 rounds. So I'm going to be using these when we go take out the chimeras, because I need to clear a path to be able to take the nitro. I think we've got, except for the ink ribbons, I think we've got everything in here. Capcom got a better remake Code Veronica over 0. I feel like they have to do Code Veronica before 5. One of my favorite things to tell streamers is I'll never leave you. Do they respawn or no? The Chimeras do not respawn. This is how we get to the helipad at the very final fight. Yeah, we can go through here. Okay. And we still have that third disc we have to find a place for. Revelations 1 is Italian-based and 2 is Russian-based? Everything but the Chimeras respawn. I don't know that the human zombies do respawn. There's something in here. I don't know where it is, but it's here. I am not alone. There you are. Ah! Shot over you. That was worth it. All right, this is where we put the nitroglycerin. So we have to walk very slowly with the fuel. Take the empty capsule. Back here. So I got to make sure that this whole area is absolutely done. Look at the bugs from 4. They kind of do. Are the bugs from 5, you mean? Or are there bugs in 4 that I'm forgetting? There's probably bugs in 4. Oh, the original 4 does have bugs. That's right. Ow. No fair you got to swipe on me as you died. Well, it didn't take any health off me, so that's fine. Keep my ammo topped up. I'm still on green. They have bugs in the 4 remake as well in that case. Oh, God, you're right. I forgot about that. Jade, thanks for following on Twitch. How's it going? I will not use the Magnum on Tyrant. So I'm saving all the grenade rounds for the Tyrant. That's where it's going to be. What else is here? Okay, so there's this thing over here. Aha! Which is where I put in the third disc. They dropped the Sapphire Eye Jewels. That's right, they do. There we go. We'll go see Chris in a bit. Oh. Yeah, I just want to make sure these guys are long dead. What you up to today, Jade? We have a spot. Did I go to Comic-Con? No. That's actually... So, San Diego is... California is a big state. So, San Diego is actually about 8 hours away from me. I have been to Comic-Con in the past. Just not this time. Your birthday's a month and a half away. Happy early birthday, Jade. Where are we? Okay, we're in here. This is where I believe we set up the self-destruct sequence. Where are you? Oh, you climbed up the fence. No, get off me. And this is why I keep collecting those battery packs. Sit down. It is really fun if you get a chance to go. So, out of all the comic conventions, San Diego is like the biggest one. You want to go to New York and San Diego coming up? See, what's cool about San Diego's is, of course, its proximity to L.A., so they do get a fair amount of celebrity guests that come out and, like, promote their movies or other things, and so, like, you do actually get, like, some experiences you can't get anywhere else. I'm sure the New York one is the same. Self-destruct mechanism is huge. I bet it is. That's the way out. I'm just looking around. Is there anything else here that I've missed? All right, so the next step is going to be get that nitro and bring it back here. Once we're sure everything is clear. Your brother stays out in L.A., so you can probably bum it around at his place while you're out there? Yeah, probably. Now, San Diego is about a 2-hour drive south of L.A., so you're probably not going to be able to stay at your brother's place, like, at night and go to the convention if you're there, like, multiple days. So something to keep in mind. If you don't mind, like, a really long drive afterwards, then, you know, sure, you could do it. I guess it depends on where in L.A. he is. But yeah, L.A. and San Diego are close, but not that close. You slept in until 5:30 or so yesterday. Whew. It's been a long time since I slept in that late. Okay, we still have not been in here yet. We can. You're gonna be 20 on September 1st. Oh, cool. Same birthday as my sister. You have any plans? You enjoyed Escape from LA? It's been a long time since I've watched that, sister. Hey, there's the AK on TikTok. Thank you very much. Okay, real quick. Just looking to see, how do I... Is there a vent that will take me... I think it's this one here. Does this take me... What is that? Let's see. That is Terry. Good to see you, Terry. Thank you for the heart me. So this is the door that is frozen shut. And I believe... Yeah, we were over here before. Okay, nothing new in here. Fine. Go back. Let's go see Chris. We also got to go and burn that dude. Sunday fun day. Well, on Tuesday, your biological father's going to come take you for your birthday. Either we're going to the comic shop or the mall. Then after that, the fair is a couple days after your birthday. Then a week after that, your mom's taking you for your birthday. She's working on Labor Day, which is your birthday, is on a Monday. So she's going to take you out to the mall for your birthday and stuff. Cool. That sounds fun. All right. We're going to see Chris. I'm also going to burn that one zombie. The one that's hanging out right by the nitro. Yeah, it sounds like a great way to spend a birthday.
Hey, bits for the Kevolution.
Hey, Jay, thank you for the bits. Thank you. Go shoot Redfield in the knee. With a Magnum, it would blow his leg off. Am I into Souls games? I am. I don't stream them very often. Not for any reason. I don't typically. But I do like them a lot. I beat Elden Ring. And I think I've actually beaten all the FromSoft games, now that I think about it. I have not played the remake of Demon's Souls, but I have beat the original, like, PS3 version. All right, where is my lighter? Okay, we need the fuel canteen anyway. We need to go burn that guy in the lab. Fallen Feathers and Claire Obscura are turning out. Is Claire Obscura a Souls-like? I know the other one is now, although I hear Fallen Feathers has a lot of stuttering right now. Just too bad. Have I been trying Night Rain? No, I haven't. I don't love co-op games, mostly just because, like, my schedule sucks. It sounds like you can relate. So it makes it, like, near impossible for me to find time to play with other people. I do know several people that enjoy FromSoft games and I would totally play Night Rain with me, but I've just, like, never, like, made the time to go do it, you know? Have I played Shadow of the Erdtree? I have. I need to go back. I beat it with a magic character, and I have a strength character as well that I beat the main campaign with. I need to go and play it with that. I'm gonna get some fuel, and I should probably be armed. No Outbreak streams anytime soon. We could stream Outbreak, especially, like, I think as we get closer to Resident Evil 9, it might be fun to do Outbreak. So, like, whether or not we've finished this run, I mean, I think when 9 comes out, obviously we're gonna stop and play 9. That'll be in February of next year, so we have some time. But it might be fun to do Outbreak before that, especially if... I don't know how or if Outbreak's going to tie into the story, but obviously Grace is the playable character in 9. She's a new person, and she's the daughter of one of the characters from Resident Evil Outbreak. So... Grace's story will at least tie into Alyssa's story, and Alyssa's story is tied to Outbreak. So theoretically, they might... This is probably the closest chance we're going to get to that Outbreak remake. You had fun playing Outbreak solo on PS2. Me too. It is fun. The load times are pretty ridiculous, though. I forgot about those. Ah, okay. All right. Well, we're not going to burn him. We will do this, though. How does that... Oh, okay. All right, did that actually kill you? It did. All right. What you can tell in the trailer, it'll take place in the years after Outbreak, way into the future. The rumor is Leon is supposed to show up. Yeah, I've heard that rumor. I mean, obviously don't know if it's true. Nobody knows if it's true yet. But I would appreciate it if we got the legacy characters back. You know, we took a break in 7 and 8, other than Chris, of course. Levers for releasing the door locks. It's usable. Yes, pull them all down. We'll know closer to the game. Yeah. Pull them all down. There we go.
Good girl.
Yes, good girl. All right, there we go. Now let's go see Chris. You wonder if Alyssa knows who the father is. I don't know. That's, it never came up. I mean, I don't believe that was anything in Outbreak where she had her kid then. Thanks, Peggy. Yeah, good to see you. Have a good day. I'll definitely dress up as Arthur Morgan for Halloween this year, but you have to have the money for it. Yeah, to have something like that you would know is from Arthur, you would probably need to do a very specific costume, you know? Hey, Chris.
Jill?
Chris, you're alive!
Of course I'm alive. Jill, there's something big going down, and I don't think we're part of the equation.
I have to get you out of here.
Either Kevin or David. They're both pretty handsome men.
It won't open. Wait, I'll be back to get you out.
Okay. No sightseeing, though.
You'll never forgive Redfield for what he does in 8. Redfield does something very stupid in 8. That does bother me a bit. All right. It is that time. We are going to go get the nitro. If we have made a mistake, I'm going to go just double check this. There's no naked zombies on easy mode? Really? Huh. I didn't realize that. That's how mad you are at him. Yeah, it's one of those. I was talking about this the other day. So I took a sitcom writing course a while back. And there was a big list of, like, here are plots that everyone's seen a million times and nobody really likes these. Like, don't include these. So it's just kind of like something to, like, tell us, like, hey, look, like, these always get a bad reaction from audiences. And one of them is, you know, when your plot could be resolved by two characters just having a conversation with each other, like, don't even make that story. Like, nobody wants to see it. And that's basically the plot of Village. It's like, if Chris had just maybe pulled Ethan aside and been like, hey, here's what I'm going to do, just so you know, so much of that could have been avoided. You're going to order the costume off of Shine. It's like $100 for the costume. Okay. Poor Chris Boulder Puncher Redfield. Yeah, that's what he's also known for. All right, I'm just looking to make sure there's no surprises between the Nitro and the repository, and there's not. So let's go fill it up and hope for the best and walk very slowly. Thanks, Jade. Was that Jade? Thank you for the check-in. Alright. Yeah, gotta make sure, because, like, I believe... I think it's a dice roll. I think if you shoot a firearm while you're holding the nitro, it's like a dice roll on whether you die, but you can die instantly. If anything attacks you, I believe there's a dice roll and you could die instantly. So, make sure we're careful here. Alright. So, we killed that one dude. He should be gone now. Let's do this. Something behind this sturdy door. Open it. Yes. Looks like a refueling device. Set the capsule. Yes, we will do that. This part always makes me so freaking nervous. Got the fuel supply capsule. Excellent. Main ingredient of the fuel appears to be a nitro compound. Running could result in a fatal explosion. So, we're going to walk at this speed for a while now. I'm really glad, at least I've never played this where they threw in extra scares while you were walking with the nitro. You're going to very carefully press up. There we go. And then after this, after we go arm the self-destruct, there's not much more we have to do other than fight the tyrant. Being very careful. And go to the end of the hall here. I don't like that they said running in air quotes, as in, like, other things could trigger it too. I know that other things can trigger it too. It definitely can. Alright. So as long as those chimeras don't show up, we should be good. Oh, it's time for an ad break. Well, let's get to this first. We'll do that ad break in a moment. Once this section is done. Fuel supplying device for the power room. Not working right now. There's no fuel. Set the capsule in place. Yes. Thank the freaking stars. All right. Cool. Now that means we can arm the self-destruct device. But before we do that, let's go ahead and take a break. If you're on the red or purple apps, if you do watch the ads for the next 3 minutes, it does help support the stream. So thank you very much for doing that. If you're on TikTok, just hang out for a few minutes. We'll be right back with everybody, and we will keep on going and probably finish up the game in the next section. All right, thanks, folks. See you in a sec.
We got Bad Karma. Who would have thought with a name like Bad Karma they would be horribly murdered?
The next thing that happens is
What?
that we have to fight to kiss the princess.
Wait, what? No, I want to kiss the princess.
Yeah, no, you're gonna have to fight me for it.
Hey, princess.
Yes.
You
Sex, scrub, get good.
don't you want to kiss someone with a bow? Oh my god. Alright, well.
It was disappointingly easy to kill you. Oh, it's the hole that I kept falling in first bed.
Oh, that's right. Yes. The big
I
ditch.
don't like that hole. It's a bad hole.
Whoa. Alright, I'm gonna beat this person up with a sign.
I'm gonna fall in
think
this
you
hole
are just predestined to
like
fall in that
12
hole.
times. It's just going to happen. Yay, I can hit a guy. Oh, fuck. And it puts you directly south of the hole, so if you go up, you fall in the hole.
Who's this cat with a fedora showing up here?
He's very large.
This is so 2010. I love it.
Therefore, he is an enemy.
This boss sucks, and here's why. I will do this as spoiler-free as possible, but if you still haven't played this 16-year-old game and you want to, would you kindly get on that, please? Welcome to the third of BioShock that nobody played and the final boss of the game. We've reached the end of our lovely tour through Rapture, an underwater city devoted to manifesting the potential of the individual through vaccines that give you superpowers, large men with drills who insist on being called Big Daddy, and petting defenseless children. Final bosses are not only supposed to be the conclusive clash of the story, but a test of every skill you've learned throughout the campaign. So naturally, Frank Fontaine fights you completely differently than anything thus far. And while he's sucked up all the Adam he has on hand to become a powerhouse, he's left you alone for the whole game to upgrade yourself into godhood. To beat Fontaine, you have to remove all the Adam he's injected into himself and then sidestep him like a bullfighter as he roller skates around the arena. Damage him enough and he'll politely warp back to the center of the room and wait for you
Go now! Hit it with the needle!
to draw out more of his sci-fi steroids. Do enough damage to him 4 times and he's immediately dogpiled on by an army of small children who, where were you all 5 minutes ago? BioShock peaks way too early in its story and ends on a hollow resolution that takes you out of its grand narrative about the dangers of ideology and individualism and reminds you that you're playing a video game. The fight is so universally hated on that even the game's creator didn't want to be left out. So if even he thinks so, we can all agree. Ooh. Oh my god. It's a demon orgy.
All right, no time for the demon orgy. We got to get back. Let's do it. Okay, waiting on. There we go. All right, cool. All right, everybody's back on. Thank you for watching ads, everyone. So we just put in the nitro. That is now powering this area. Now the next step is to go get this self-destruct sequence up and running. And after that, I mean, like I said, we're kind of done. I believe that the Chris's cell will open after the self-destruct sequence has already been created. So I think now that we've gotten that unlock, I believe Chris will be in our ending. We'll see. All right. Took everything out in here. It may give me another one. Always time for demon orgies, apparently. No power to the main elevator. Start it up? Yeah. Go. And then there's this. Lab self-destruct sequence. It's huge. Okay. We don't arm that. We just arm the elevator. Let's go get everything we need for the Tyrant fight. Oh, it's about that time. Speaking of Silent Hill, when do you plan on getting back to that? I hear you have a couple more. I do, I suppose. I have, I think the only ones I have not streamed are Shattered Memories and Downpour. At some point, I think it's like, the hard thing about doing those is like the first 4 games were really popular, but the other games are not as much. And so like, as we started to play like the games that not as many people like the viewership really started to drop. So kind of have to decide like, okay, like, what do people want to watch as opposed to what do I want to play? And sometimes you kind of have to make some tough decisions on that. Kev got all the GameCube discs, so now Chris will only live if Jill goes back to get him after the first Tyrant encounter. Good to know. Okay, so we'll have to go do that. Shattered Memories was different but fun. I've heard that. I do like the first game, so I'd be curious to see how they remixed it. But I know they are going to remake the first game. So Bloober Team, who did the remake of 2, which I thought was very good, was going to remake 1 as well. All right, we don't need the canteen anymore. We don't need the lighter anymore. What all are we going to need for this big old fight coming up here? I want all of the grenade launcher shells. Downpour was mediocre and okay. No Akira OST. Oh, that's too bad. He's such a part of the series. It's just hard for me to picture it without him, you know? All right, where is that Magnum? I got 4 rounds. May as well take it. We can keep the slot open. This will probably be good to have while we're in that first fight. I don't know that I need to have any open item spots. So let's maybe we'll take all the heals. I'm not going to need this many, I sure hope, but just in case. Better to have them and not need them and all that. I don't think I'll need the shotgun. Would I rather have the shotgun, or would I rather have all of the heals? I have to sacrifice 2. I'm going to keep all the heals. This is a deathless run. They're going to give me ammo anyway. It'll be all right. All right. We have now powered up the elevator. So Jill's got to go back after the first Tyrant encounter, which we will have in a moment. Now that we've powered this up. Appears to be the control panel for the elevator. Press the switch. Sure. All right. So we're going to go meet Wesker. Elevator's working.
Jill.
And we let Barry live.
Could have at least waited up for me, you know?
Let's go.
Didn't you tell me to go on ahead because we should always be splitting up? Also, don't lecture me. You literally put a gun in my face an hour ago. I'm not here for your comfort, Barry. Alright, through here. And we're going to have a long monologue. Make sure to protect Barry, too. I'll do my best. We went this far. May as well. Hey, Wesker. What are you doing here?
Thank you,
Again.
Barry.
Well, what do you know?
What do you know, indeed?
Oh, don't blame Barry for everything. I hear that his better half and 2 lovely daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
Imagine that.
Wesker, you're pathetic.
Well, you shouldn't worry too much, dear. You'll be free of all this anyway.
Why eliminate stars?
Believe it or not, that's Umbrella's intention.
I mean, why wouldn't she believe that?
Slave of Umbrella.
Smart girl. But I think you misunderstand me. The things you mentioned are nothing. I'll burn all of them along with this entire laboratory.
Oh.
Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Yeah, Barry, that's probably safer, considering what's about to happen.
You gotta love Barry.
You gotta love
really
him.
Be afraid of Umbrella.
You and Umbrella took his family. You bastard.
Ow.
Umbrella? Well, I used some carrots and sticks to cow him. but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used Barry for my personal interests.
Well then.
Though both you and Barry seemed to think I was following Umbrella's orders.
What? What are you planning?
Nothing good.
I guess it's time for show and tell.
All right. What's up, Tyrant? I don't know if Mr. X is still lurking about, but this is sort of his predecessor. We've had Mr. X in chat over on TikTok. Ugh.
It's magnificent.
Oh, I'm so glad to
For
see
the
you're in
sake
love.
of this thing.
Pull your gun on him, Jill. He's not looking at you.
You know,
all right.
I hate goodbyes.
Nice shooting, Barry.
Barry!
Forgive me.
No, you're not to blame. It's Umbrella and Wesker.
Even if it meant my family, I couldn't bear turning my back on my friends again. Shit!
All right. Try to keep Barry alive. You have this.
Damn it!
Jill and Barry together. In hell.
Oh, just shoot him. You could prevent Resident Evil 5 right now if you just shoot him. Get him.
Premature.
Oof. Ow.
No, Barry! You viral cultured freak.
This might be hard to believe, but this is actually better acting than the original. Ow. How am I? All right, I'm on caution already. Okay. There. Okay. Just in case. I hate using them so early, but I gotta run on the other side of him. Okay, well. I think I should be alright for the rest of this section. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now he's down. We'll see if there's any other heals I can take. Any green
Barry.
herbs.
Barry! You're okay.
Jill, sorry. That was careless of me. Wesker.
He's
dun,
gone.
dun, dun.
First, let's just get out of here.
Alright. Barry's alright. Let's see. Is there anything else I can pick up here? I'm still on yellow. I want to be sure I don't forget that. Anything more to do in here? No. Alright. Alright, let's go find Chris. Find the herbs. Get up to the heliport. Step over this guy. Excuse me. Door's electronically locked. It looks like it does so automatically in case of an emergency. Okay, well, I guess we have to go hit the computer. Which one? This guy over here, maybe? No. You use to compile experimental data. Okay, fine. How do I unlock the door? Panel used to release the emergency lock. Yes. Yeah, Barry's on the ground, but he might get into danger later. When we do the real tyrant fight.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and
Wesker must have set it off. Let's hurry.
There's that Dreamed Animal. Thanks for following on TikTok. I don't believe that we have a countdown just yet. I think we will shortly. But I think I still have some time. Now we might get some more chimeras and such. we doing on... Okay, nothing in there. So we're going to just use these grenade rounds. I think we go this way. Alright. Yep, knew it. Yeah, here. Oh! Missed me. Quick, quick, quick. Through here. Alright. I will... I'll take care of that guy when we get back out here. Let's get Chris, though. Anybody here? Now we're still fine. Now, the self-destruct system, when that gets activated, it releases all the locks in the building, including the one on Chris' cell. Conveniently. Lock is released. Hey, Chris.
Jill.
You gonna join me or what?
So everything's taken care of?
Yeah, ish.
Almost. Now let's get the hell out of here.
All right, so gang's all here.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating.
Protect Barry now. Good to know. Okay. Where is Barry?
Self-destruct system has been activated.
Come on, let's go.
He must have run ahead. Okay. Yeah, I think it'll be like that. All right, so we'll protect Barry when we get up to the helipad. Now, there's one more Chimera outside. I'm gonna try to not have to use a grenade round. Right in there. There we go. All right, good. A couple of green herbs will be in this next room up top. I'm still on yellow, so I want to make sure I do not forget to attend to that. Get to the chopper, indeed. About to go reconnect with Brad. Quick. All right, we have no more Magnum rounds. We just stash that Magnum.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate. And releasing all.
Let's do it. Okay, Magnum can go in here. Let's see. I've got 3 heals. Do I have any other pistols? Not going to do anything against the Tyrant. I could take the shotgun. Let's do that. Just in case I run out.
Self-destruct system has been activated.
Take that in case there's any surprises along the way. I think we go up. And... let's see. When we get to the outside of this place... there we go. Hey, Valerie. Yeah, all right. This is the way out to the helipad. And then we have the final fight, and then that's the game, one way or the other. All right. Ooh, got a lot of stuff here. I'll take these shotgun shells. That's not going to eat up any more space. Don't have room for any of these heals, but I've already got 3. That should hopefully be enough. We'll see.
This is Brad. I'm running out of fuel. If there's anyone alive, contact me now or just give me a sign. I repeat, this is your last chance.
You know, Brad, you can refuel and come back, but okay. All right. Let's see what's here. Oh, what do we have here? You are... can't carry any more items. Okay, so this is the thing that it does to make sure that I have a free space for the rocket launcher, I believe. So it'll give me a key item that I have to progress. And I have to use that key item to progress. That way it guarantees I have a free space. I just want to see real quick what it... okay, yeah, there's the battery. So it's going to mean I have to go drop something off. I don't know what it's going to be yet. We'll see.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate.
I'm probably going to drop a gun. I don't particularly want to. Is this the way down? No. That's the way out.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
Okay. Here.
The self-destruct system has been activated.
I think I'm going to drop the acid rounds. There we go. That way we can still use the shotgun if we run out of grenade rounds. The grenade rounds will be option A. And if we run out of grenade rounds, we can at least use the shotgun until the rocket launcher drops. Alright, do this. Excuse me, gentlemen. Okay, take that. Will I take the fuse unit? Sure. And then pop it in here to guarantee that I have a free space for something later.
3 minutes to detonation.
Okay.
Damn it! We're almost there! Jill, you just get in contact with Brad.
No!
We can make it. Jill?
You're excited to see this? Me too, Valerie.
Chris!
Would you let me have my moments too?
All right. We'll rendezvous at the heliport.
Yeah, Jill, you're about to get a moment. Not one you want. Oh, thank you, sisters. Not GG's yet. Still got to make this fight. It's my first time doing it deathless on normal as well, so... I don't know. Let's see whether or not we can pull it off. I think it'll be all right. I feel good about it. I gotta swap out to the grenade rounds here. Yeah, okay, this frees up a spot for the flares. That's right. Okay. Let's swap back to this. Okay. Yeah, that makes sure that I have a space. Okay. So run out here. To the center of the thing. Use the signal rockets. And shoot off the flares to alert Brad that we're here.
Jill!
Hey, everybody.
You made it.
Oh, boy. We're all back, aren't we? Okay. Ugh. Ouch. All right, well, Chris is down. Oh, that's not good. Barry, this is the wrong time to run out of ammo. No, over here. Follow me. Don't worry about Barry. I got a grenade launcher. Yo, God. Ooh, that was close. Okay, so you can close distance pretty quickly. I'm gonna try. There we go.
Use it. Kill it,
yes.
whatever it is.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. All right, before he goes after Barry. Where is it? Ooh, sorry, bud. Bad aim. All right. And goodbye. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's game. I've been surprised before, though, so give me a second. But I think we're good. All right. If they're off, then they're out. All right, that's game one down. Let's go. Fix this properly. Boom. Take that green. And goodbye, Umbrella. For now. You'll be back. Over and over and over again. All right. So that was my first time. We've officially beaten 1, 2, and 8 on normal for this run. So we know we're getting closer to proving it can be done. Thank you, Lil Camden King. Appreciate it. Thank you, Tiny Hands. Thank you, sister, for the GGs. They're now appropriate. Let's see how we did. We had one save, unfortunately. Thank you, Valerie. Appreciate it.
Jill, you did a fine job.
Well, I thank you, Wesker. I got a closet key, and that's going to give me the costumes if we ever want to use those. I might do these on New Game Plus at some point for the sake of just being able to use the costumes. We'll see. All right. Cool. There we go. There, once again, is like the New Game Plus. So I think you have to go through our New Game Plus in order to get the costumes. Thank you, Gavitron. All right. Now, what are we doing next? Because if you weren't here before, we have these selected at random. And so we're going to be playing it'll be a different round each time. There's a couple of games we haven't done on this run yet. So let's see. All right, our next game is going to be number 3. All right, we have not done Nemesis for this one yet. So, all right, so the next one that we're going to pick up for tomorrow will be Resident Evil 3, the remake of Nemesis. And yeah, that one I feel pretty good about. I think we did take 2 deaths in it when we practiced. Yeah, back to Jill again. It's just going to be a Jill marathon. That's fine with me. We have not done it yet in the proper run yet. But I feel good about this one. I think that I think we were able to finish it without a death. It's a short one as well. I don't know if we'll be able to one-shot it, but maybe. You like Jill? Jill's a great character. Yeah, it'll be fun. Do I want a raid target? Yeah, sure, we can do a raid target. So, let's see. We'll pick up where we left off here tomorrow. We'll start off on Resident Evil Nemesis, and we'll get done what we can. I have an event. I have a Green Day burlesque event to go to tomorrow, so I will have to have a mandatory cutoff time for that. But we'll keep the run going, and we already know we can beat 1, 2, and 8.
498.
Oh, there we go. Thank you for the redeem the raid redemption there. Yeah. So yeah, it does sound fun. I think it's gonna be cool. You're gonna say raid you, but you're not ready yet. Oh yeah, next time I'll be happy to raid you another time, Phantom Pat. All right. So for the folks who are on YouTube and TikTok, please do follow on YouTube and TikTok if you haven't yet, so you can check us out. We'll be back tomorrow. It'll be 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific time, and pick up right at the start of Resident Evil 3. If you're on Twitch, hang out for a second. We're gonna go raid. Let's see. This person here, Graph498. One of the kindest people you've ever met, and they're playing Death Stranding right now. Oh, that'll be fun. I love meeting kind people who play Death Stranding. All right, so let me set up a raid here. And off we go. All right, cool. All right, we got a couple folks who are going to join us. Everybody else, thank you so much for being here. And we will see you all next time. All righty. There we go. Thanks, folks. All right, raid started. I'm going to turn off YouTube.